report. The good news is that there are no injuries on either side of tonight's matchup. It's always what you want, two healthy teams going head-to-head. Not dressing for the Prince George Cougars, as we mentioned, their captain Riley Height, Minnesota Wild prospect, is off at the World Junior Training Camp in Ottawa, looking to make that team, Team Canada, for the World Junior Tournament. Defenseman Hunter Leaf is listed as a question mark tonight, but I assure you he will not be in the lineup, as Corbin Vaughn will make his Cougars debut on defense. Not dressing for Tri-City tonight, Nick Anisimowicz, Cale Margolis, and Merrick Arpin will not be in the lineup for tonight's game. Your Washington Lottery starting lineups for tonight: the Prince George Cougars will go with Lee Shergott in between Evan Greening and Terik Parascak, the Washington Capitals first-rounder from this past summer. On defense, it's their top rookie, Carson Karls, out of Cypress River, Manitoba. He is paired with Vegas Golden Knights signed prospect William Kometz. And starting in goal is the top-ranked goaltender for the upcoming 2025 NHL Draft, Josh Ravensbergen. The 6'5" North Vancouver native is 14-3-3-1 with a 3.02 goals against average and a 901 save percentage. Personally, I think it's a bit of a head-scratcher that he was not invited to the World Junior Camp in Ottawa this year, but I am sure that next year he will be there and likely Canada's starting goaltender as well. Washington Lottery starting lineup for the Tri-City Americans tonight. Up front, it is Jake Goodell centering Cash Cook and Savin Verk. On defense, it's another top prospect for the NHL Draft in Jackson Smith, and he is paired with Utah Hockey Club signed prospect Terrell Goldsmith. Starting a goal for Tri-City is Lucas Mateka. He is 14-4-1-0 with a 3.54 goals against average and an 896 save percentage. He's been off for 11 days. His last game was that 5-2 loss to Wenatchee here at the Toyota Center 2 Saturdays ago. The officials for tonight's game, the referees, are Jackson Kazari and Casey Walker. Working the lines, Max Lucas and Adam McMasters. And the video goal judge here at the Toyota Center tonight is Kyle Jagelski. It's a light schedule in the Western Hockey League on this Wednesday evening. Two other games in the league. That is Everett hosting Portland. The Americans will be in Everett on Saturday, and the Saskatoon Blades are on the road in Lethbridge to play the Hurricanes this evening. Very short Coke scoreboard around the Western Hockey League, but some excitement here, Westy, as you mentioned. It's a bit of a heavyweight matchup between the Americans and the Prince George Cougars, and looking forward to seeing what kind of game we're going to see here today.
Well, if you want to know what kind of game it is, go down in the scouts room, and there were about 15 scouts when I came walking in at 6 o'clock today and walked through, and it was a who's who, and led by Ross Mahoney of Washington, and he's always a good one to see in the building, and you know you've got some top prospects in this game, which you do, of course, with Smith and Ravensbergen, two guys that could very well go in the first round.
Very exciting matchup with some top prospects in the NHL Draft. We'll take one last break here to finish off our Gisa Credit Union warm-up show. When we come back, it will be time for the national anthems and player introductions here at the Toyota Center in Kennewick, Washington. You're listening to Tri-City Americans Hockey, powered by Gisa Credit Union on 95.3 U-Rock Radio, and watching Wednesday night in the dub on WHL Live and the WHL's YouTube channel.
Come, ladies and gentlemen, your Tri-City Americans. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we get you ready for tonight's lineup, let's meet the starting lineup for your Tri-City Americans. At left wing, number 11, Cash Cook. At right wing, number 16, 7 Burke. At center, number 19, Jake Goodell. For the defense, number 5, Austin Zamblak. For the defense, number 21, Carter Savage. And between the pipes and goal tonight, number 30, Lucas Mateca. Tonight, Hockey Source, along with your Tri-City Americans, are proud to introduce our honorary 7th player. Down on the ice with the Tri-City Americans, please welcome from the Tri-City Amateur Hockey Association program, Lucille Secord. And now, fans, we ask that you stand with your hand over your heart, and veterans, you may salute and join in the singing of the Canadian and American national anthems being performed this evening by Heather Baumgartner.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, and the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
It's a heavyweight matchup at the Toyota Center in Kennewick, Washington tonight as the Tri-City Americans host the Prince George Cougars, and two of the top teams in the Western Conference meeting in the first of 4 head-to-head games this season. My name is Craig Boscheman, joined alongside by Craig West And we are excited for this matchup of two top Western Conference opponents. The Americans coming off an overtime loss to the Vancouver Giants on home ice on Friday. The Cougars, meanwhile, have won their last two games, a couple of home games last weekend up at the CN Center. 4 games to go before the unofficial first half break for the Tri-City Americans, including one more home game after this against the Kelowna Rockets on Friday. But a big meeting tonight. Cougars without their captain Riley Height, who's off at the World Junior Camp in Ottawa, but still a very dangerous lineup for the Americans to contend with tonight. Tri-City going right to left in period number 1 in their home whites. The Cougars going left to right in their road reds. Off the opening draw, Savin Verk will dump the puck in down the right wing. Ravensbergen out of his net to play it. Cougars up the middle, and now Jet Lajoie starts his way ahead. He'll flip the puck into the air. Cougars trying to work it down toward the near side corner. Austin Zemlak battling with his man. Cougars in below the goal line have it pinned up along the end wall. Back to try and help defensively is Cash Cook. Puck finally came free for a moment. Carter Savage with it in the far corner now for Tri-City. He'll find his defense partner Zemlak, and he flips it high in the air and out to center ice. On the red line, it's knocked down by Carson Carls, top rookie defenseman for the Cougars. He dumps it in. Both teams start a line change, and Jake Goodell will work his way through center ice. He'll hit the red line and dump it in. Americans changing on the forecheck is Cash Cook as he's knocked off the puck, and the Cougars regain control. Chip pass up the right wing, got away from Cohen Zemer. Jackson Smith over to Terrell Goldsmith, and now Goodell hasn't gotten off the ice yet. Takes the puck away at center and dumps it in as he'll retreat to the bench. Brandon Wynot off the dump and fires a shot wide. Jackson Smith takes a hard hit, gets knocked over by Zemer. Americans still with the puck. McAdams in behind the net. The former Prince George Cougar gets knocked over. Cougars able to work it ahead out towards center. Zemer, the LA Kings prospect, gains the line. Down the left side, puck rolls off his stick. Vallis tried to hook it in front. Smith able to break that up. Smith being contended by Vallis and finally gets the puck ahead for McAdams. Looking ahead on left wing now for Gavin Garland. Garland poke checked, gives chase in the near side corner. Puck comes free. McAdams on the goal line, couldn't shoot. McAdams again up the wall for Garland to the blue line. Zemlak a long drive, stopped by Ravensbergen, and he catches the rebound for the first whistle of the game. First shot goes to the Americans.
One of the things that the Americans will have to adjust to, and it is an adjustment, Bosch, is he's a left-handed goalie. Catches with the right hand. Most goalies catch with the left hand, so you look at the net a little bit different. You think of it, most of the time you're looking at a blocker. This time you're looking at the catcher. There is an adjustment to be made.
6'5" out of North Vancouver, British Columbia, Josh Ravensbergen, the top-ranked goalie prospect for the upcoming NHL draft. Face-off on his glove side. Jake Sloan is in for it, the Americans' captain. He wins the draw clean. Austin Zemlak shot off a leg, bounces to the corner for Max Curran. Colorado Avalanche draft pick as he swings the puck in deep. First one there is William Kometz trying to clear it away. Second chance, he'll get it free, but right to Max Curran in the near corner. Curran to the blue line. Zemlak goes D to D, a one-timer, flutters off the glove of Ravensbergen and to the near corner. Curran couldn't quite find it. Cougars go back in behind their own goal, and it's worked up the left wing side now as Prince George looks to work their way ahead. Stretch pass forward. Parascak on left wing stops up looking for a trailer, and a one-timer is ripped wide, comes around the boards and out to center ice. Jake Sloan trying to chase it down away from Carls. Carls nearly gave the puck away, but he gets it ahead toward the red line. It'll bounce now into the Cougars bench for a whistle. 2:26 into period number 1, looking for the game's first goal.
Really a good hard forecheck is that F1 getting in there. Jake Sloan stayed hard with Carls, made him press the pass, ends up deflected, and it ends up over on the Prince George bench.
Carson Carls drafted 16th overall in last year's WHL Prospects draft, and getting a lot of high praise for his efforts this year, seen as a top prospect for the 2026 NHL draft. Cougars in their own zone looking to clear the puck around. It'll come to the slot, and it's picked up by the Cougars. Nearly turned over. Now Caden Lemire backhands it ahead. Knocking it down was Grady Martin, and Tri-City works it back to the Prince George zone. Bauer Dumansky rips it around the boards in his own zone, out to center. Jackson Adam fires it right back in for Tri-City. Paveo on the forecheck for the Americans. Martin runs into his man as the puck is stolen. Pass down low, cleared away. Here's Martin to the blue line. Brankovic. He'll find Jackson Adam. A long shot is swallowed up by Ravensbergen, and he hangs on for another face-off inside the Prince George zone.
One of the great things about the major junior level, a player like Jackson Adam, watching him develop as the season goes on, he gets better, it seems, every game. He's one of those guys, big guys, it takes a while to grow into their body, and he's just trying to. And last year you could see he was just trying to figure out what to do. At 16, at 17, he's made adjustments. He looks like a good prospect.
Listed at 6'3", 210, Jackson Adam out of Cochrane, Alberta. Jake Goodell in for this face-off on the glove side of Ravensburg and wins it. Abagosh over to his D partner. Carter Savage tried to center. That was blocked. Second chance goes wide. Goodell off the end wall, fakes the shot, now goes up top. Abagosh quickly snaps it in deep. Pinching is Carter Savage from the right point, trying to work it down low. It'll come up top, and Cook holds the zone. He'll send a long shot to the net. Big rebound. Goodell fires on, and a kick save by Ravensburg. Prince George now looking to get out of their own zone. They will as they fire it ahead through center. Over the Tri-City line on left wing. Pass didn't quite work, and Jake Goodell starts the rush the other way. Goodell chipping it ahead on right wing looking for Savin Verk. All he can do is send it down the boards as the Cougars will fire it around behind their own net. Fraser Leonard works it near side, and it's picked up by Lang. Back around for Leonard as he finds it on the left wing half wall. Chips it to center. Glove down by Goldsmith, and Goldsmith will work it back in. 4 minutes into the game. Shots are 4-0 in favor of Tri-City, but no goals yet. Cougars from their own zone. Leonard high off the glass toward the red line. Bounces down, picked up by Tri-City, trying to catch the Cougars on a change. Why not? Over the line on left wing. Waits and sends it back door. That was broken up. Gavin Garland on the rebound, works it up top. Terrell Goldsmith came out of the zone, and that's going to be offside against Tri-City. 4:17 gone here in this scoreless first period.
Good improvision there, and seeing on the back door Garland coming and steaming down the right wing. And an excellent feed. Why not? Just failed to click as the puck caught him up right on the heel of the stick, but he had the right idea.
Face-off will be in the neutral zone. And now picked up by the Cougars as they win the draw. They'll bank it ahead, but it's out of the reach of its intended target. Lang comes down on Mateka, and he gave it away, but a big save on the chance in front. First shot of the game for Prince George is a good one, and a better stop by Mateka. Americans fire the puck the length of the ice. McAdams beats out the icing call. In below the goal line, battling with Carls. Now Why Not in the near corner. Trying to kick it to himself. Swings it to the goal. Ravensburg in the save. Cougars recover, and they'll look to start their way ahead again. Lang, the Calgary Flames draft pick, dumps it in. Mateka out of his goal once again. This time he swings it up the boards to the blue line. Dumansky holds it in. His long shot steered away. Swung in deep behind the goal now. Cougars looking out in front. Zemer throws a reverse hit on Goldsmith. They collide again. Smith leans on his man. Cougars out in front, and a big stop by Mateka again. Couple of great chances in tight by Prince George. Mateka equal to the task. Here's McAdams the other way, trying to slide it down low. Pass was blocked. Americans looking to hold the zone. Gavin Garland, they'll say he did not. Or is there a penalty being called against somebody? 6 men on the ice for the Cougars, and Tri-City looks like they're going to get their first power play of the game.
Great opportunity. Cone Zemer already signed by the Los Angeles Kings. Great opportunity right on the doorstep. Mateka, 2 big stops already, and one was on kind of some brain flatulence where he went to play the puck and ended up with a misplay, but everything turned out okay.
Americans on their first jack-in-the-box power play of the game. Trying to get it going, 21st in the league at just 17%. Cougars' penalty kill is 5th at 81.7. Off the draw, Prince George in behind their own net, turned it over. American center up top, Jackson Smith fires on, was blocked, never got through to Ravensburg. Prince George up the boards, and they'll get it to center ice. Jackson Smith works it ahead toward the Cougar blue line. Jordan Gavin couldn't hold it in. Now Brandon Why Not with control. Why Not racing ahead up the middle, passes off, looking for the return feed, and a glove save by Ravensburg. Great give and go play, and a nice glove save by Ravensburg.
Perfect give and go as Jake Sloan just laid it right on the tape. And Why Not got caught a little tight in there, but it was a perfect pass. Tried to flip it in on the glove side, and there we are. If that's a right-handed goalie, that's the blocker's side. That's what they would call the weak side. And said it's a strong side with the glove, and he makes the glove save. Nice one by Ravensburg.
Americans win the draw again. Jackson Smith passes over, right circle. Burke, a high shot is fought off by Ravensburg. Now fired down the ice by Prince George. Mateka out of his net will stop it and leaves it there with 1:20 to go in the Americans' first power play of the game. He'll drop it off, turned over. Mateka pokes it away from danger. Now the Cougars are caught up ice as all 5 Americans gain the zone. Gavin goes rink wide looking for Burke. He couldn't take the pass. Here's Jackson Smith on right wing. Fends off a check, now being double teamed. Cougars trying to clear the zone, and they will, as Burke wasn't able to hold it in, and Tri-City has to tag up. gives the Cougars an extra couple of seconds to hang on before they rip it down the ice. 52 seconds to go in the power play. Mateka couldn't stop the puck in behind his net. Americans quickly pick it up. Jake Goodell starting his way forward. And now Gavin Garland for Tri-City will gain the line on right wing with speed. Garland fires, stopped by Ravensbergen. Rebound behind the goal. Puck comes loose. American center out in front, and Cook couldn't take the feed. Here's Cash Cook to the blue line for Max Curran. Down the boards, Curran back up top. Austin Zemlak fires through traffic over the goal. Bounces off the end wall for Garland, and play is going to be whistled down for a hand pass. Tri-City not happy with the call. 24 seconds to go in the power play.
Nevertheless, it's still going to bring the face-off outside the PG line. So good for PG, not good for the Americans. Going back, the Americans, Mateka, I think, made up for that misplay right there with Smith with the backward pass to nobody. And Mateka able to start a rush, turned into a 5-on-3. PG was caught with two men in the zone.
24 seconds to go in the power play. 13:06 to go in the first period. Scoreless first as Max Curran gains the line. Curran drops it off for Jake Goodell. Goodell rink wide. Here is Austin Zemlak midpoint. Zemlak to Goodell. Back up top. Zemlak one-timer blocked. That one stung. And now picked up by Goodell as he goes back up top. And Zemlak just couldn't hold the zone as he'll have to retreat to his own zone. Americans tag up. Goodell over to Max Curran as he gains the line. Penalties over. Back to even strength. Curran in behind the Prince George net. Heading to the near side corner. Curran now being double teamed. Got the puck stolen away from him. Kometz will work it over on left wing, and the Prince George needs to get their line change in as they dump it in and leave it for Lucas Mateka. 12:25 to go in the first. Still scoreless. Shots are 8-2 in favor of Tri-City. Ravensbergen steers the dump into the corner. Grady Martin on the forecheck. Trying to shake himself loose. He does. To the blue line. Jackson Smith. He'll let it fly just wide of the net. Off the end wall. Now in behind the goal. Picked up by Tri-City again. Martin is going to work the puck around to the corner. Being double teamed. Puck comes free. Cougars send it deep themselves. Picked up by Anisimov as he takes a hit. Cougars nearly turned it over. Now they do. McAdams out in front looking for Paveo. Pass never got through. Cougars in their own zone once again. Grady Martin gets a hard hit as Paveo gets control of the puck. He's knocked down to the ice. Sat on top of. Fans want to call in the play, but none coming as the Cougars dig the puck free. Starting up the left wing side for Prince George is Caden Lemire. He'll try and work it in deep. Carter Savage is there to steer it away from the net. Savage now clears it up the boards and down the ice, but nobody home for Tri-City. Icing the call, 11.5 to go in the scoreless first. We'll take a break. You're listening to Americans Hockey on 95.3 U-Rock Radio and watching Wednesday Night of the Dub on WHL Live and YouTube. Scoreless first period here in Tri-City as the Americans look to dump the puck in from center ice. Battling along the far boards for Tri-City, but unable to get control was the captain, Jake Sloan. Cougars now with control as they fire it up the left wing side and work it through center ice. They'll hit the American line. Goldsmith steps up and runs into his man, denies the zone entry. Three Americans jamming for the puck. It comes free, and Cougars look out. 2-on-1 down low. They'll fire. Glove save by Mateka. Rebound. Stop by Mateka, too. Third chance comes out in front, and a good block by Goldsmith to take it away. to the blue line. A long shot tipped on the way. Mateka the save. Puck bounces to the side of the goal. Cougars really pressing here. A bad angle shot is off a stick and into the netting. And some chaotic moments for the Cougars, but the game remains scoreless with 10:44 to go in the first.
Right now, both goaltenders matching one another. Two big men in net, covering a lot of the net, but really a big play over at that far goal post made by Goldsmith. That would have been a sure tap in, but Goldsmith, where you should be, trying to take that wraparound tuck away. He was right on the post, exactly where he should be, and puck didn't go in the net.
Face off on the glove side of Lucas Mateka. Americans win that drop. Puck is found by Jackson Adam. He'll chip it in behind the net to Kainoa Brankovic. And Brankovic's pass was looking for someone up the middle. Missed everyone, and thinking he had a step on the icing call was Cash Cook, but it's whistled down. And the faceoff will come back into the Tri-City zone. 10:35 now remaining in period number one. Draw will once again be on the glove side of Lucas Mateka. And a slow start to the game to the Cougars, but then some consecutive chances on that last sequence. Americans get control off this draw. Cash Cook gaining the zone. His line mates are changing. Long feed ahead by Prince George for Lang, and Lang will lose control of the puck to Jackson Smith, who works it around the boards. Boria Vallis got there first. He's run into by Goldsmith. Puck is picked up by Tri-City. Brandon Wynot leading the rush. He's got Smith jumping up on the play. Goes rink wide now, right circle. Carter McAdams to the goal, stopped by Ravensburg, and Cougars now in transition, looking to come the other way. Vallis leading the rush. He'll gain the Tri-City line on right wing. His shot is off the elbow of Lucas Mateka in behind the Tri-City goal. It's caught up along the boards. Goldsmith in there trying to dig it loose, and it comes free to Gavin Garland as four Americans work their way through center. Garland over to Wynot on left wing. He'll get to the circle. Wynot fires just wide of the net, off the stanchion and picked up by Prince George, and back we go again. The other way is Cohen Zemer over the Tri-City line. Zemer now fires off a leg, bounces off the corner boards. Cougars chasing, trying to get control. They'll look to work it up to the blue line. Jet Lajoie now sends it to the corner. 9.5 to go in the scoreless first period. Brandon Wynot in his own zone lifts the puck high in the air and out to center. Bouncing around on the red line. Cougars find it, and spinning away from pressure is Fraser Leonard. Leonard banks it ahead. Got past Austin Zemlak and into the Tri-City zone. Carter Savage takes a hard hit. Savin Burke now with control in below the American goal line. Back to Carter Savage again. Austin Zemlak. Hard pass ahead to Wynot. He hasn't gotten off the ice yet. Puck deflects into the Cougar zone. Prince George with it. Anisimov looking to get away from forechecking pressure. Puck comes up the boards, and now it's worked out to the neutral zone for Prince George. Over the American line, slowly on left wing, waiting, and a snapshot steered away by Mateka. Rebound found by Matteo Denis. He's separated from the puck. Cougars, though, get it back to the blue line with control. At the left point, they'll fire the puck in deep. In behind the net, Zemlak runs over his man. Sitting on top of him, Cougars still battling behind the net. And the Cougars, again, regain control. Good forechecking work. Shot from along the boards doesn't get through. Americans recover the puck. 8:25 to go in this scoreless first, as Zemlak goes up the middle for Cash Cook. And Cook now sends a long pass ahead to Jake Goodell. Rink-wide pass through center. Carter Savage at the end of his shift will dump it in. Ravensburgen stops it behind the goal for Prince George. Cougars slide it ahead, and Prince George now out of their own zone will fire at the length of the ice. Icing is waved off as Terrell Goldsmith is back to get it. Goldsmith takes a bump, and he's doubled over in pain below the goal line. Slowly working his way ahead as the Cougars hold the zone. Goldsmith pokes the puck loose. Cougars rink wide, comes off the near side boards, and Jordan Gavin will take off the other way. Caught from behind by Terik Parascak. Loose puck at center. Jackson Adam now chipping it forward. Was looking for Max Curran just out of his reach. Cougars trying to go up the boards. Curran looking to steal toward the blue line and out to center. Jake Sloan now picking it up in the neutral zone, but it hopped over his stick, and the Cougars gain the line. Drop pass. Sure got a shot. Is stopped. Big rebound. Mateka couldn't hold on, and it goes in. A shot from the right wing faceoff circle by Terik Parascak sneaks through, and the Cougars take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that one kind of worked its way under the 6-hole Bosch as it got caught up right under that right arm, just over the right pad. Mateka with the first save for the rebound there for the taking, and Parascak out of Lethbridge, Alberta, with a 1-0 lead.
Parascak picks up his 15th goal of the season, and the Cougars will get the game's first goal. Prince George this season when scoring first, 10-2, 1-2. The Americans, when giving up the game's first goal, are 6-4, 2-0. But playing from behind now, much like they were on Friday, with 7:28 to go in the first period. Austin Zemlak ahead up on left wing for Brandon Wynot, trying to bank it forward. William Kometz was able to break that up as he dumps it in. Puck comes around to Austin Zemlak. He'll go up the boards for McAdams, and McAdams clears it down the ice. Racing back to get it is Kometz, being pressured. Now McAdams, the former Prince George Cougar, drops it to Zemlak, and Zemlak will snap the puck in deep. Ravensbergen couldn't find it. Brandon Wynot couldn't direct it to the goal. And Prince George races ahead the other way. Boria Vallis on left wing, trying to put the shoulder down and cut to the net. Lost control of it, but now recovers behind the goal. Vallis, bad angle shot, stopped by Mateka. Rebound in behind the goal. Americans will sweep it to the corner. Austin Zemlak now looking for a passing option. He's got a couple of defender forward checkers all over him. Gets it ahead. McAdams on right wing. Got toward the red line, got poke checked, and the Cougars take the puck away. William Kometz now on right wing. Will gain the line. A long wrist shot is swallowed up by Lucas Mateka. 6:29 to go in the first. It's a 1-0 Prince George lead. You're listening to Americans Hockey on 95.3 U-Rock Radio and watching Wednesday Night in the Dub on WHL Live and YouTube. Six and a half to go in period number one. Americans down 1-0 to the Prince George Cougar. Power play of the game and an opportunity to tie things up.
That's one of your Swift Current guys that you like a lot, Van Ager, and a pretty good deal for Swift coming back as the deal. Demansky that went their way has done a very nice job, or rather Carlin Dezane has done a very nice job.
Charging penalty to Van Ager, 6:19 to go in period number one. Americans down 1-0, and again, trying to find a way to get their power play working here. Second last in the WHL, it's 17% coming in. And for a team that has scored so many goals this year, it's almost baffling that their power play has been struggling so mightily. They'll start from their own zone as Prince George clears. Jackson Smith wide of the net, comes around the boards to Verk. Verk to the blue line for Smith. A lot of bodies in front. Smith skates it and fires through traffic. Never got it through. Cougars recover hard off the glass. Smith, though, able to hold the zone nicely. Sends it over to Savin Verk on right wing. Verk, a couple of nice moves to keep control. Now Jackson Smith back to Verk. Down to the goal line for Jordan Gavin. Back to Verk again. 50 seconds to go in the power play. Smith up top. Here is Brandon Wynot. caught from behind. Now he drops to Goodell. Goodell down the slot will take a weird angle shot that deflected at least once and up into the netting again. Another face-off in the Prince George zone. The work forward is William Kometz as he passes up the middle. Cougars into the Tri-City zone. Just onside is Aiden Foster. He'll cycle the puck in deep for Shergott. Jake Goodell trying to wrap him up as the puck ends up in the far corner. Cougars up the boards. They'll swing it across the American zone now. Found by Zemlak, and Zemlak will lift it up in the air. Bouncing toward the red line. Puck is loose. Goodell pokes it ahead, but the Cougars recover. Stumbling now is Leonard as Goodell tries to chase after it. Leonard able to recover below the goal line as he snaps it ahead to Foster. Cougars now ahead through center. Jet Lajoie on right wing. Down toward the goal line. Couldn't get a shot away. He's bumped by Terrell Goldsmith. Puck sitting free below the goal line. Found by Jackson Smith. Up the boards, Grady Martin now ahead for Carter McAdams. McAdams into the Cougar zone. Looking for a trailer. He'll drop it off. Goldsmith rips it over top of the goal. McAdams on the rebound. Sends it behind the goal for Cruz Paveo. Paveo. One hand on the stick, trying to protect as he goes up to the line. Goldsmith will backhand it in deep. McAdams looking to center. He's bumped. There to help is Paveo. Now Grady Martin, a bank pass up top for Goldsmith. Moves to the middle, finds Jackson Smith, plays it off a bounce and throws it on goal. Stopped by Ravensbergen. Rebound in the middle is found by Prince George, and they just want to clear it down the ice and try and get a line change in. Puck just barely has enough for icing, so they will not be able to get that change. 2:53 now remaining in period one.
I was thinking they're going to wave that off because it looked like Goldsmith slowed up a little bit as he approached down toward that goal line, but Americans fortunate, PG not, and they don't get a change. The Americans most certainly do, and they'll try and take advantage with 2:53 left here in the first.
Both teams with 10 shots on net so far in this game. Cougars leading 1-0. Terik Parascak, his 15th goal of the season. Face off on the blocker side of Ravensbergen is won by the Cougars. Speaking of Parascak, he's got the puck as he lifts it up in the air. Cougars now racing to the bench to change as Carter Savage starts ahead. Looking for Wynot. He couldn't take the pass clean. Bauer Dumansky behind the Cougar net. Over to his D partner, and now Prince George skating through center ice. Over the red line. Getting hooked up was a Cougar forward, and Lee Shergott by Gavin Garland. It's going to be a hooking call against Garland. You could tell he knew right away. He took both hands off the stick and said, I'm not hooking him, but he gets called for it because Shergott lost his balance, and the Americans will head to their first Luke Scarpet penalty kill of the game.
And I would say Shergott was extremely smart there. He felt the stick up above the waist. It's going to be a penalty any time. Took and clamped his arm down to make sure, hey, see this? He's hooking me. And no question the referee caught it, and Walker put the arm up, and the Cougars go on the power play.
25%, which is 7th in the WHL. Americans' penalty kill has been very good all season long, 82.7, which is 3rd in the league. But a big one here with just a little over 2 minutes to go in the period. Tri-City already down 1-0, trying to keep it that way as we head toward the first intermission. Jet Lajoie will fire the puck in for Prince George. Cougar forechecker stumbled over his own 2 feet. Now Carter Savage rips it around the boards, but it ends up in the netting and out of play. So the faceoff will stay in the Tri-City zone. 2:01 to go in the period, 1:31 to go in the power play.
Kind of a tough shift right there is not once, but 2 Cougar players as one Foster fell down to try and start to come from behind the net. And then right there, Lang got caught up in the corner and went down.
Face off on Mateka's blocker side. Jake Sloan in for the draw for Tri-City. And off the face-off, Austin Zemlak will hammer it around the boards, and that gets all the way down the ice for another clear. Ravensbergen out of his net to stop it on the goal line. And he leaves for Carson Karls. Karls now through center. He'll hit the Tri-City line, pass over to Parascak down the slot, looking on left wing for Denis. Back to Parascak again. Pass rink wide. Here's Boria Vallis. Right circle. Backdoor feed was looking for Parascak, and he couldn't take the feed clean as Prince George works it up top to the line. Karls to Vallis. Down the right side. He'll fire on. Stopped by Mateka. Rebound sent to the goal. Mateka's not sure where it is. Cougars can't get it to the goal. Picked up by Max Curran as he lifts it up in the air. Stayed in play as it's cleared to neutral ice. Cougars right back into the zone. Vallis on right wing. Nearly left the puck behind. Jackson Smith trying to take it away. Now why not battling along the near boards? It comes over the left circle with room. Backdoor feed. Great save by Lucas Mateka on Terik Parascak, looking for his second of the game, and that keeps it 1-0.
Great job by Mateka. He didn't go for the bite on the back door, faking the shot and then feeding it cross ice on the back door and waiting there at the near post. Here's Parascak looking for his second of the game. Taken away with a good read by Mateka. Patience, waited for the commit. Once he saw it, he made the play.
Big save by Lucas Mateka. 37 seconds now to go in the Prince George power play. Off the draw, Terrell Goldsmith will hammer it up the boards and down the ice. 1 minute to go in period number one. Americans down 1-0 to the Prince George Cougars. Cougars now starting from behind the goal. Up the ice is Karls. He'll drop. And Boria Vallis over on left wing to Zemer. Zemer gains the line. Americans looking to steal, but Prince George has it again. Here's Parascak, right circle, down low, backdoor in front of the net, and it's tipped away off the stick of Mateka up into the netting. Smart play by the Americans goaltender to take away the centering feed.
Well, that's your job, and any time that puck's coming through the paint post and you're the goalie, Mateka, you want to get that paddle of the stick on it, deflect the pass, do whatever you can to take that backdoor away. Great job by Lucas. Did exactly what you have to do.
40 seconds to go in the period. 10 seconds now remaining in this Luke Scarpet penalty kill for Tri-City. Off the draw, Goldsmith sends it behind the net. Americans will wrap it around the boards, and that will do it for the power play. Ravensbergen stops it behind his goal. Out of the box is Garland. As the puck comes up the near boards and out towards center, Jake Sloan finds it. He'll work it over to Max Curran off the bench. Curran gains the Cougar line, looking for Jordan Gavin in front. He couldn't take it, and it slides to the goaltender Ravensbergen, who hangs on. 18.9 now remaining in the first period.
You know, talking a little bit more on the Prince George Cougars, you kind of go through the numbers, and really over the years, when it gets later in the game, they're as good as anybody protecting leads, and you don't want it to go too long where you're trying to chase the game and be behind, so the Americans certainly are aware of that.
Off the face-off, Curran, a quick chance in tight, and a good save by Ravensbergen. One of his best of the game as Prince George gets the puck out to center. Under 10 seconds to go in the period. Trying to chase the loose puck down is Evan Greening. He gets bumped by Austin Zemlak and falls over backwards. And that does it for period number one. Cougars get the only goal of the opening 20 minutes. It comes off the stick of Washington Capitals prospect Terik Parascak. And the Cougars will take a 1-0 lead into the intermission.
Little discussion. Jake Sloan giving a smack to Greening. As soon as the horn went off, stood him up a bit. Teams talk about it, and everybody separates everything copacetic and off to the locker rooms.
Welcome, Americans fans, inside the Gisa Credit Union broadcast booth. My name is Craig Boschman. We'll be joined momentarily by Americans forward Gavin Garland to get his thoughts from after the first period of play. A 1-0 Prince George Cougars lead after one. Shots on net, 13-11 in favor of the Cougars, and the Americans getting through a late penalty kill to keep it just a 1-0 lead after 20 minutes. See Gavin getting set to put on the headset down by the Americans bench, and we'll get his thoughts from the opening 20 minutes here at the Toyota Center tonight, as we are joined on the Americans bench by Tri-City Americans forward Gavin Garland now. Gavin, it was a pretty back-and-forth opening 20 minutes there. Seemed like your team really came out of the shoot hot, had a really couple of good chances in tight early on. How did you feel about the opening 20 minutes out on the ice tonight?
Yeah, I thought we started off pretty good. I think just next period, just being able to bring some work ethic along with our drive right now will be huge. But I thought it was okay. Just a little bit more determination on the D side. I think we'll be all good.
Huge penalty kill by the team right at the end of the period there. The penalty kill has been great all season long. I mean, just what can you say about the work that the PK unit's been doing this season?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it's been huge. I think we
Inch Goodyear Endurance tires for added safety. Come and see the innovative Everline in 2025 at SMPRV, 805 First Ave, Prince George.
Let's get back to the action. Cougars Hockey on the Go is powered by
Summit Trailer, your one-stop shop for sales, service, parts, and rentals.
Here's Cole Walby.
The Toyota Center in Kennewick, Washington. Cougars leading by a 1-0 score through the opening 20 minutes. Just one goal to report for you, coming just over 12 and a half minutes into the opening period. And it was courtesy of Terik Parascak doing it again, his 15th of the year. Here it is. Here comes Green to the left circle, drops it off for Shootout. He shoots, that's the rebound, Parascak, he scores! Terik Parascak on a big, juicy rebound, and the Cougars strike first in Kennewick. That one's for you, Hartley Miller. A big, juicy rebound spits out to Parascak to make it 1-0 Cougars. Again, time of the goal coming at 12:32 from Lee Shergon and Evan Greening. That's the lone goal here. I think that's been the best line for Prince George. Feel like they're kind of playing to their strengths right now and responsible in their own zone, working their way through neutral ice, and then getting scoring chances offensively. Thought they looked really good. I thought the decor actually looked very good for Prince George. Yes, you allowed 11 shots, but I thought for the most part doing a pretty good job. He did go to the kill twice, but the penalty kill looked like they did a really good job, and rightfully so. Cougars do lead 1-0 through the opening 20 minutes. Cougars been leading after one. It's very good this year, 8-1, 1-1 so far on the season. They'll look to make that 9-1, 1-1 here once tonight's game comes to a close. That's how it looks through the opening 20 minutes. Cougars are 0-1 on the power play against Tri-City, 0-2. We'll take a break. When we return, we're going to Hartley's CAT scan as Tyler Bruff, the latest guest. We'll play that one for you right after this break. 1-0 Cougars lead through 20 minutes as Cougar hockey continues on 94.3 The Goat.
They're the unsung heroes of outdoor events.
All right, welcome back, everybody, here inside the Toyota Center. Prince George Cougars leading 1-0 through the opening 20 minutes. Terik Parascak, the lone goal scorer so far here through the opening 20. Okay, Tyler Bruff, head coach of the Caribou Cougars, doing a really good job. The Cats having a really good year in the BC EHL U18 program, doing some really good stuff. So we're going to pass it on now to Hartley's CAT scan here in the first intermission.
It's time for Hartley's CAT scan, a weekly podcast featuring the who's who of your Prince George Cougars.
And welcome to CatScan, the Prince George Cougars podcast. Tyler Bruff is the head coach of the Caribou Cougars under-18 team. He's also an assistant with the PG Cougars and the president of the Prince George Cougars Alumni Association. Welcome back to CatScan, Tyler.
Thanks, Hartley. Always a pleasure to come in and have a chat with you.
Yeah, there's lots to talk about, different aspects, PG Cougars, Caribou Cougars. Let's start with the under-18 team because you've got an excellent start to the season, 13-3, 1-1. That's after your first 18 games. You are battling Valley West for first place. All in all, you must be very pleased with the start of the season.
Yeah, we definitely are. We're always kind of pushing for the top, and we want to be top 3 at Christmas, so we have a chance to be invited to, the Max, or formerly known as the Max, I guess, Circle K Classic in Calgary. So that's kind of our mid-season goal, and, we've liked our start so far. We've definitely been in every game and battling near the end there. So to put up a fight against the Giants, who's, well-coached, very good team, lots of depth and older guys on their team. So, we're where we think we belong. We have, 9 returning guys, so we expected to have a good start, and we have. So it's been really good to get going here so far.
So how closely are you watching under 15, under 17, because eventually they become into your group at U18?
Yeah, I mean, we try to typically keep pretty close tabs on them, whether it's, me or my staff, RJ or Dunks or Sprague watching. Typically we're on the road when they're playing home or vice versa, so it can be hard. But as far as the U17s go, we've been out to quite a few games. We've had a lot of their prospects and our APs out with us for our weekly skates, just to kind of see their progression and their development. And again, it's, they're well coached with Jason Garneau there, who's been around hockey for a long time. So it's real nice to see these young players coming up from the U17 program, from the U15 program with Merced Moichin. A lot of structure involved, and it isn't a big turnover anymore. I mean, we've kind of been doing it for a while now, where it's kind of a Caribou way, and they, everyone kind of knows the style that we play, and we don't really go too far from that. So finding that right fit is getting easier, it seems.
Yeah, well, Trevor Sprague always says that northern style, and I still wonder what that northern style is that is there.
Well, you know what? It's translated all the way to, Alberta. Like I say, the Circle K in Calgary, typically most teams that we talk to, they know that we're going to be an aggressive team that plays hard and doesn't quit on pucks. And I guess you could say that's that northern mentality up here. Guys get up in the morning and they put their work boots on, and it's kind of old school, and the whole northern pride thing and respect or pride of the North has been around for a long time, but it stands true for the type of team that we kind of try and build every year.
Now, what about the relationship with the Prince George Cougars? Now, you are a volunteer assistant coach with the team, but you don't get a lot of time because you have to spend so much time with your own team. But talk about the relationship that is there. It's been growing. You also have a relationship with the PG Spruce Kings. So just sort of give us an update how all that works.
Yeah, you know what? I've been fortunate with my new employment here with West Canada. They've been very helpful in giving me a chance to be out with the Cougars a little bit more. So I'm around on a day-to-day basis during the week, out in practices. When it comes to games, typically I'm not around. I'm on the road with Caribou or at the other rink in Kin 1 with our team. But it's sure been nice to see them, on a closer day-to-day view, and just being around that staff with Mark and Jimmy and Carter is just a wealth of knowledge and experience there. So I'm just being a sponge around them, and we've always had a great relationship. We got a couple guys that are on their list or signed with them, and Richter's played some games and Larman's been out. So it's nice to see that we have some guys that are coming through our program and playing for them, as well as the Spruce Kings. We got 4 or 5 guys that have been through our program at some level, playing for them now, and again, they basically have first dibs at our guys that they want, and then they're not going to want them all, but we want to make sure that our guys are prepared to play at that level and play for the local team if they want to. And Mike's always been good to have a conversation with, and whoever the coaching staff is at the times has been more than open to bring them out. Obviously, with the change in the BCHL, it's a little bit tougher these days, but they're still typically picking up guys. We got Mason Lowen last year and Hesselgrave the year before, and Ryder Green. So we're passing along guys to both levels, and it's that's our job, that's our level.
So somebody like Jackson Larmand, I believe he's your top scorer. Would he be more PG Cougars, Spruce Kings? How would that be?
Well, I mean, he's kind of in that position where he's potentially going to have options to go both. The change with Hockey Canada and the NCAA rules of the Western League is pretty intriguing and opens up a lot of doors both ways. But in saying that, the Spruce Kings offer a great program. It's a great league. So, our staff is supported by both. I'm an ex-Western Leaguer, but RJ's an ex-BCHLer, right? And I played a year in the AJ. So, I mean, I'm definitely not pushing one way or the other, and RJ's doing the same. We're trying to get our guys to the next level, and at the end of the day, it's the family's decision and where they think is the best choice for them at what level. And, I mean, we've had guys go both routes, and it's worked out for some, hasn't worked out for all, and that's hockey.
Yeah. Now, these new rules that have come in from the NCAA, how does that impact going all the way down to the Caribou Cougars level?
Well, I mean, we're getting some guys trickling back that we maybe potentially wouldn't have. I mean, that's still a question up in the air. But for me personally, I think we're going to start seeing some more 17s stick around at the U18 level. I think the Western League is going to become a little bit of an older league. And potentially the BCHL a little bit younger as far as junior age goes. But again, that's me. That's my thoughts on it. I think the landscape of junior hockey, junior A hockey especially, is going to change drastically next year. And I don't pretend to know all the answers or have I have a lot of questions myself, and I'm not there on a day-to-day basis. But you sure see a lot of NCAA signings out of the CHL now, and guys getting opportunities, and hearsay that even young players, the McKennas of the world, getting offered. So it's an ever-changing landscape. Is it going to be better for everybody? That's the hope and that's the plan. But it's kind of yet to be seen.
Yeah, everybody sort of, when they take a look at it, there are some people that fully understand it, but it's not that easy to try to digest everything that's happening with the changes. I think we sort of have to see it in action and then say, oh, okay, well, this is allowed, this isn't allowed, this can happen, that can happen. You sort of see that scenario there?
Definitely. I think there's a lot of unanswered questions. I think you got to wait and see it kind of happen in front of you before and I'm sure there's going to be some rules in place, from the CHL to the NCAA. So, it benefits both sides, as well as the BCHL. I mean, they got to protect their league and their players, and they want to, put out a good product just like everybody else. So I think we're going to have to get into next season and just kind of let it play out and answer your questions then.
Yeah. I mentioned Jackson on your team, Jackson Larmand, but you can talk about some of the other players that you have. You're obviously not going to be able to go through the whole roster, but players that you think really at some point will be able to get to the next level, whether it's BCHL, WHL, whether they're going to stay at home in Prince George or look elsewhere.
You know what? We got a good group this year. It's been a translation from last year's group. We thought we had a real hardworking, committed group last year that was led by our captain Mason Lowen, and I mean we couldn't say enough about him positively to the Spruce Kings, and luckily he chose to be here and they chose him, and he's doing great things for him. But I think it's translated in our room right down to our leadership group this year. Grady Gustafson has done a great job. He was around Mason a lot and seen how he did things, and not that he wants to be Mason, but he's his own, Grady's his own leader, and he's doing a real good job. He's got a lot of support from our assistant captains and our coach's captain, who is Jackson Larmand, and a lot of maturity there for some young guys that are, leadership has changed a lot, or changes a lot from U13 to U15 and up. It becomes not so much of a popularity contest, but actually, doing your job and an extension of the coaching staff. So, we like our mix this year. We got good goaltending. We got Jackson DeCur back from Seattle, in October, and we got Andrik Ligas, who's stepped up and had a real great season for us so far. And I mean, that kid's come a long way in the last few years where, he's turning some heads and getting some opportunities with some junior A teams and having a lot of conversation. And, again, it just goes back to the fact that we're here to move players on, help them get an opportunity. And at the end of the day, it comes down to them, right? They make the choices. We're moving a lot of players on to the SJHL and the AJHL, as well as the BCHL. So, one of the things that we really wanted to focus on applying for the Max or the Circle K and getting into it is just, a little bit more exposure for our guys at the junior A level. From year to year, we change. We've had years, we came out of COVID and we moved, I think, 11 players on to the Western League, which, kind of shocked us. And then the next year, it was more junior A heavy. So it's just, from year to year. But at the end of the day, we want to give our guys an opportunity to play at the next level. And we're trying to coach that way and teach them, the little habits, stick position, feet, compete level, and all the little things that we hear along the way from our staff.
That's Tyler Bruff on the latest edition of Hartley's Cat Scan. I will play more of that for you in our second intermission. Okay, so we have more viewers here. If you're watching on Wednesday night in the dub, glad to have you joining us here. Some audio technicality or audio issues, but glad to have you joining us here. If you are tuned in, looking forward to bringing you the action here for the second and third period. We'll take a timeout when we return. We got second period action coming up here from Toyota Center. You're listening to Cougar Hockey on 94.3 The Goat, and you're watching Wednesday night in the dub on WHL Live and YouTube.
Erickson Roofing. From you, Erickson Roofing offers industry-leading wages, apprenticeships, and a comprehensive benefits plan along with sign-on bonuses. As an employer you can rely on, Erickson Roofing has an A+ rating on BBB. If you're a professional looking for the next step in your career, then come join the team today. Don't wait. Apply online at ericksonroofing.com.
At Rich's Saw Sales and Industrial Supply, they carry a complete lineup of steel gas chainsaws, like the MS-291, now just $599.99, and the MS-172 Easy Start for $349.99. All saw prices include Wood Pro kits featuring a Woodsman carrying case, spare chain, and a free steel hat. When you buy any eligible steel AK system chainsaw set or blower set, you get a free battery. Visit Rich's Saw Sales and Industrial Supply in Prince George, Vanderhoof, and Fort St. James. Online at richessawandindustrial.com.
Let's get back to the action. Cougars Hockey on the Go is powered by
S&S Doors and more. Transforming spaces one door at a time.
Here's Cole Walden.
Welcome back, everybody, here inside the Toyota Center here in Kennewick. Cougars leading 1-0 through the opening 20 minutes. Terik Parascak's 15th of the year has Prince George ahead. Ready to go for period number 2. Cougars out shooting Tri-City 13-11 to the opening 20. Got great goaltending from Josh Ravensbergen as they look to pick up where they left off here in the next 40 minutes. Denis Goodell to take the face-off. Off we go for the second period. Cougars win the face-off. Puck played in by Aiden Foster. In on the forecheck there, Mateo Denis. Him and Lajoie get to it on the right wing side. Denis picks it up, gets it to the right point, commits. He finds Carls. His chance goes off the end boards. Denis picks up through the legs. That's blocked in front and taken away by Savage. He goes ahead up the left wing. Good job by Commets. Good lively stick. We'll go back to Carls in his own zone. Carls up the left wing to Foster. It misses his man. Will make its way back into the Tri-City goaltender. That's Lucas Mateka. And he holds on, and the face-off will make its way into the Tri-City zone again. Prince George very good when leading after 20 minutes. 8-1, 1-1. Tri-City, when they trail after one, just the 7th time it's happened this year. They're 2-4-1. And Tri-City, when they lead after 2, dang near perfect, 13-0-1. So the Cougars want to keep this pressure on here on the road. They know what they're going into against a good hockey team here, and it's looked good so far. If you're a Cougar supporter, no question. Doing it without the duties of Riley Hyde, who's battling for a chance on that World Junior team coming up At Christmas time, there's a shot to the goal off the glove of Mateka. Puck now picked up by Lang. He's hit to the ice there by Austin Zemlak. Puck now collected by Cook. Goes up the right wing to Savin Verk. He tries to wind his way in right wing, but a good lively stick from Corbin Vaughn. And then Vaughn runs into Verk afterward. Here's Jumanski. Picks the puck up and will go to Vorya Vallis. Vallis up the left wing will play it back into the Tri-City zone as Jackson Smith goes and collects it and goes in behind the goal to Brandon Wynot. His pass taken away by Zemer for a moment, but Gavin Garland will pick it up. Garland up the right wing to Smith. Chips it up the right wing. The puck will make its way back into the Cougar zone. Dumansky picks it up, trying to go to Vallis. He will. And now Vallis finds Hunter Lang. Lang to Zemer. Zemer forehands a puck inside the Tri-City zone. Mateka out to knock it down. He'll leave it for Jackson Smith. Smith out of his own zone. Hard pass of the right wing to former Cougar Carter McAdams. He redirects it into the Prince George zone. Ravensburg out to play the puck to Terik Parascak. Parascak, the lone goal scorer so far tonight, goes in the middle to Shergott. Shergott to Greening. Greening, nice feed to Parascak. Right circle to the goal. Shergott tapped it wide. Puck now slid ahead. Greening knocks it down though. Throws it cross ice to Parascak. He knocked it down. Throws in the middle. Greening couldn't get a shot away. Puck now will be knocked down by Gavin Garland. Garland will slow it down back behind his own goal. Garland behind his own net will leave it for Jackson Smith. Smith projected first round pick. On top of that, probably a top 10 pick when you look at all of the projected lists around there. And Smith definitely right in the middle of it. Puck now taken back by Anisimov. Anisimov to Parascak, redirects it into the Tri-City zone. Smith will knock it down and skate it back up the left wing side. Smith spins off of a Cougar and swings it to the right wing to Terrell Goldsmith. Back to the left wing, Smith. He's pressured there by Caden Lemire. Now it's Goldsmith who goes to Jake Sloan. Sloan's pass in the middle to Gavin. It redirects off a stick, and now Soapyers will leave it to Kometz as he goes behind his own goal. Kometz battles there with an American. Now it's picked up by Curran right wing. Throws it to Sloan, a chance. Stopped by Ravensburg. And the puck taken back by Van Ager. He goes to Lemire. Cougars have numbers to neutralize. Here's Lemire. And Prince George offside. Van Ager just a step off. And the faceoff will make its way back to neutralize. So Corbin Vaughn making his Cougars debut here tonight. And he was awaiting a trade back home in Merritt. And we asked him, what was he up to, during the time that he was away from the game? And he had a chance to go to Everett and watch his brother Jackson play. And he was joking to me earlier that he felt like a celebrity when he went to Everett because a lot of the fans thought Corbin was Jackson with his twin brother. And then some fans also knew that he was the brother and said he got treated really well there. Said it was a pretty cool experience, bit of a surreal experience not playing with his brother. But again, these two going on their own paths in the back half of their WHL career. Here's Brankovic, right point. Goes to the left point. Here's a chance. A stop by Ravensburg. Puck loose in behind the goal. Picked up by the Americans. Carls, he runs over an American. Nice play there from the Cougars 16-year-old. Van Ager trying to redirect it ahead to Soapyers. Soapyers couldn't get a stick on it. Now Ager goes to Carls. He finds Kometz in the middle of Soapyers. Soapyers, he will flick it below the goal line. Picks it up himself on the left wing. Goes in behind the goal. Trying to drop it off there in behind a Lemire. Soapyers and Lemire, longtime teammates through their youth hockey career. Foster now picks it up behind the goal, trying to find Lemire, trying to work it free of the Cougars. Foster to the right point to Dumansky. Bauer Dumansky, a chance to the goal, stopped by Mateka. Didn't see it until the last moment. And now Adam getting into it with Aiden Foster. Foster, one of the league leaders in penalty minutes. We'll see if they both go off. They probably will, it appears. And I think we will be 4-on-4. Foster now will be up to 77 penalty minutes on the season. I believe they're going to take both here. Foster on his way to the box. I think an American's in there too. It's Jackson Adam. So we'll play a little bit of 4-on-4 as we near 4 minutes elapsed in period number 2. We're still ahead by a 1-0 score. Cougars so far against the U.S. Division 2-2-2-1. A lot of close games, a lot of one-goal games. You look at the game with Portland, 3 of those games were one-goal games against the Portland Winterhawks. Cougars will see them on Friday. Jim Playfair now a word with Casey Walker. They're one of the 2 referees here tonight. Face-off will occur to the left of Lucas Mateka. Again, Foster and Adam will sit for 2 minutes each. Back to live action. Cougars clean win. Back to Dumansky. Dumansky to the right circle. Vallis. Vallis' shot was blocked, but it carries back to Dumansky. Dumansky gets by Smith to the right wing. Cut to the middle. Lost the handle. And back comes Tri-City. They got numbers. Up the left wing is Garland. Into the Cougar zone. Chips it ahead. Great save. Ravensburg. And the rebound scores. Josh Ravensburg made a terrific save, but Terrell Goldsmith banks home the rebound, and just like that, the game's tied. For Terrell Goldsmith, it's his second of the season, a member of the Utah Hockey Club organization, drafted in 2023. It's a big goal early at 4-on-4. And we're all knotted up at once. Lee Shergott, Jake Sloan to take the face-off. As we're back to live action. Face-off won by Austin Zemlak. Zemlak in his own zone. Chips it ahead the right wing to Sloan. He's offside. And now the Cougars will take it away. Here is Kometz up the right wing side. Kometz holds on to it. And now we'll drop it off for Carls. Carls to Lee Shergott. His pass broken up by Max Curran. And now Kometz gets it back behind his own goal. Kometz trying to race his way out as him and Sloan collide. And Curran was in there too. Puck now back behind the goal to Carls. Carls up the left wing to Lee Shergott. Shergott to the right wing side. Parascak. Parascak has space. Walks to the right circle. Parascak with the right wing. He tries to leave it up top right wing circle, but instead it's taken back by Curran. Garland and Smith picking up the assist on Goldsmith's second of the year at 3:54. Back comes Tri-City. That puck bounced over the stick of Zemlak. He gets it back in his own zone. Austin Zemlak slows down now back behind his zone at 1-1 tie here, Cougars and Americans. Austin Zemlak holds on to it. He will drop the puck off for Gavin Garland. Shifty rookie forward carries it to center and into the Cougar zone up the right wing. Look at the speed on Garland. Still holds on it. Centering feed broken up by Dumansky. It's a great play from the Cougar blue liner. And he goes back behind his own goal. Dumansky holds on to it. Now he'll skate it up the left wing side. Dumansky goes ahead up the left wing to Zemer. He'll wind his way in. Cohen Zemer can make a move around the American defenseman. That's Goldsmith. Then a big collision afterward as a Cougar and American collide. Back comes Garland. Goes cross ice. Gavin! Great save. Ravensburg. And a lively bounce on the boards is taken back by Vallis. Boria Vallis to center into the attacking zone. That's taken away though by the stick of Jackson Smith. Smith now will skate back to center for Tri-City. Smith at the left wing, into the Cougar zone to the left wing. Here's Smith left wing, spins off of Leonard. Nice feed ahead to Gavin. He can get a shot away, goes to the left wing circle. Gavin, nice feed, here's Burke to the goal. Great save by Josh Ravensburg as he stretches out. His right leg almost falls into the splits and makes a nice save to keep this game tied. The faceoff will make its way back inside the Cougar zone. The great save, toe save, and the rebound stop too from Josh Ravensburg. And that is terrific goaltending once again from number 31. Faceoff back inside the Cougar zone. Shots read 16-15. Cougar in favor of the Americans. Tri-City already 5 shots to the Cougars 2. Again, the goal coming at 4-on-4 for the Americans on the stick of Goldsmith. As the puck will make its way to the right wing. Puck held in. Brankovic, he hit hard there by Aiden Foster. Puck held in, though. Here's Cash Cook, a chance. Fought off by Ravensburg. And here's Anisimov trying to flip it ahead up the left wing. Puck held in. Brankovic to the goal. That went wide. Puck now on the right wing. Big collision there as Lajoie runs over an American. That was Jake Goodell. Back comes Prince George. Foster lost the handle. With it now with Anisimov. Big collision there by the Americans. And here's Vert trying to carry it to the middle. Taken away by Leonard. Leonard goes to the right wing to Jet Lajoie. Carried out of his own zone. Puck taken away by Tri-City. Cook takes a shot there from Leonard. Puck is loose on the left wing side. Cougars trying to get it back here in their own zone. Leonard trying to chip it out of his own end. He can't held in by the Americans. Brankovic right point. His chance is gobbled up by Josh Ravensburg and will take a break. Cougars Americans tied at 1. You're listening to Cougar Hockey on 94.3 The Goat, and you're watching Wednesday Night in the Dub on CHL TV and YouTube.
Joey's Restaurants. Yes, the incredible endless fish and shrimp deal ends December 31st. Enjoy endless fish, plus crispy coconut shrimp and a second order of shrimp done your way. Don't forget the 2 sides, we've got you. Add snow crab legs for the full seafood experience. Offer ends December 31st. Hurry in. Joey's Restaurants open 7 days a week for dine-in and takeout. For updates, follow Joey's on social media.
Looking for your dream home? Of course you are. Let RE/MAX Core Realty turn your dreams into reality. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, RE/MAX Core Realty has expert agents that will help guide you every step of the way. With unmatched local experience and a commitment to excellence, they make the process smooth and stress-free. For more information, visit remax-corerealty.ca. RE/MAX Core Realty, the right agent every step of the way.
Let's get back to the action. Cougars Hockey on the Go is powered by
Northwest Window and Door, your energy renovation specialists. Canco Petroleum, your one-stop neighborhood store for gas and snacks.
Here's Cole Waldy.
1-1 tie here in Kennewick. Terrell Goldsmith, second of the season from Garland, and Smith came 4-on-4 at 3:54. That's where we stand here in a 1-1 tie at the Toyota Center. Face-off will occur to the left of Joshua Ravensberg, and he's been terrific as usual, as a puck tripped out by Prince George into the American zone, as Jackson Smith will pick it up behind his own goal. Smith up the right wing side. Smith will carry to center, chips it past Greening. It's knocked down though by Carls. His pass taken away by Cruz Pavao. He gets it right wing. His pass blocked. Now McAdams tangles up with his former teammate William Kometz. Puck loose on the right wing, taken back by Parascak. Parascak gains center. He'll wind his way in the Tri-City zone. Leaves it for Kometz. Kometz trying to go back down low to Parascak. Puck is loose and skates. McAdams trying to get it free. He will. And he goes in the middle. Back come the Americans up the left wing side. Puck wristed cross ice. Here's Pavao dragging and shooting. Great shot block from Carson Carls. As now Parascak trying to get him behind the defense. Unable to. Greening now in there also against McAdams. Greening trying to pick it back up, but it is the 20-year-old McAdams who goes to Smith. Up the left wing that gets by an American. It will actually result in an icing call as the face-off will make its way back into the Tri-City zone. Cougars will conclude their first half of games of the regular season all on the road. Tonight in Kennewick, Friday Portland, Saturday Spokane, and Tuesday Kelowna. None of the games that the Cougars play on this road trip are no Teddy Bear Toss night, so it's all just regular games as we get ready to conclude the first half. A shot by Demansky was blocked. Lang picks it up, goes to Corbin Vaughn. Back to Lang. His shot was wide. Curran now picks it up left wing. He gets bumped and goes behind the goal to Savage. Savage's pass is taken away by Demansky. His chance for the goal hits the leg of Smith, and it carries back to Boria Vallis. Vallis had a tremendous night on Saturday with 2 assists in the win over Kamloops. Hunter Lang now on the right wing. He battles there with Savage. McAdams is in there too. Puck one free by Tri-City. Here's Curran. He'll gain center. His pass blocked by Vallis and goes ahead to Cohen Zemer. Here come the Cougars. Zemer with Lang. Zemer cuts in the middle. Zemer holds, but it's broken up by Tri-City. And here comes Sloan. He has a breakaway on Josh Ravensbergen. Sloan to the goal. Stopped by Ravensbergen. And a great job by Dumansky to come racing in. Vaughn in there also. But Josh Ravensbergen, a nice save. Tri-City coaches have their hands up in the air that there should have been a penalty, but the arms stay down. Corbin Vaughn and Dumansky came racing in. It was a bit of a team effort. And the American faithful here in Kennewick respectfully disagree. Face on back to neutral ice. 11:35 remains here in the second period. Stu Barnes right at the front row of the bench. He may have a case as he wants to have a discussion with referee Jackson Kazari or Casey Walker. Face off back to neutral ice. We're ready to go. Zemer and Garland will take the face off. Bluebirds alive and well at Toyota Center. Cougars win the face-off. Here's Dumansky. He goes to Zemer. Zemer back up the left wing to Vallis. Vallis gets on and in below the goal line. Vallis tangles up there with Abagosh. Puck picked up by Lang. His centering feet carries back to Vaughn. Here's Corbin Vaughn, a chance. Vaughn off by Lucas Mateka. Puck now collected by the Americans. Garland will go back to Zemlak. Zemlak up the left wing to Smith. He chips it out of his own zone, and Vaughn will knock it down at his own blue line. Vaughn goes to Vallis. It's redirected. Heads up. Luckily, doesn't hit anybody. He goes right into the seats. Talking about Corbin Vaughn, as now him and Amagosh go back and forth a little bit. And Vaughn gets to reunite with a couple of former teammates. Boria Vallis being one of those guys. He actually played with Hunter Lang growing up. He attended the LA Kings development camp, which Cohen Zemer was at. So he is familiar with a lot of faces here in Cougar sweaters as he makes his debut here tonight. Face-off to neutral ice. Caden Lemire will take the face-off here against Martin as the Americans will win the draw. Here is Adam. He gains center and plays the puck into the Cougar zone as Arseniy Anisimov picks it up. His pass goes ahead. It's knocked down, though, by Savage. Savage takes a hit from Anisimov, and now Leonard picks it up. Puck now shoveled out by Prince George. Puck loose and skates and taken back by the Cougars as Lemire and Agger kind of collide with an American and kind of fell over each other. As now Savage behind his own goal goes to Smith. He goes to Cash Cook. Cook takes a hit there from Sopiers. As Cook goes still on the puck, he takes another hit from Sopiers. As the puck will be collected back by Arseniy Anisimov. Anisimov to Van Ager up the left wing. He's bumped to the ice. Nice hit there by Cook. As the puck loose, a lot of hitting here between these lines on both sides. Here's Smith back up to Terrell Goltz with a chance. Gobbled up by Joshua Ravensbergen. As now Van Ager getting into with a pair of Americans. That's Cook and Paval, but looks like cooler heads will prevail. If you're watching online tonight on YouTube or on CHL TV for Wednesday night in the Dub, glad to have you join us here tonight for really a great matchup. When you look at the head-to-head, you look at goals for, goals against, power play, record, points. It is so dang close on both ends. It's a great matchup on this Wednesday night in the Dub schedule. It's been a great game here so far, as close as it gets. And I guess the stats don't lie, because the way this game has been played, it's been very tightly contested on both sides. Face-off will make its way to the right of Joshua Ravensbergen as Goodell waved out. That'll bring Gavin to take the draw against Mateo Denis. As Kometz will go back behind the goal to Carson Carls. Carls chips a puck off the glass, and it will find Jet Lajoie. Lajoie trying to get him behind the defense. That was blocked, though, and now Foster will get it back to neutral ice. Aiden Foster slides it back to Carls. He goes up the boards to Lajoie. He'll redirect it in. No, he doesn't. It's icing. And the face-off will come back into the Prince George zone. And you look at this World Junior camp, the selection camp, that obviously great to see Riley Height there. He deserves it. He's doing some great work. A goal and 2 assists today. There was obviously some omissions that people probably raised their eyebrows to, and you just think like how talented the pool of prospects are in this country and what the team could be no matter what. Here's a shot from Zemlak. That goes wide of the goal. Puck chipped up and knocked down by Komet, trying to make a pass, but it's taken away. Here's Verk. He'll play the puck behind the goal to Jake Goodell. It's poked away, though, by Prince George. That was a stick of Mateo Denis. Puck up and skates as Carls now onto it left wing. Carson Carls. Nice feed ahead of Lajoie. Takes a pass with his skates, trying to get him behind the defense here as he tangles up there with Brankovic. And Lajoie gets it back, though, throws it in the middle. No one home. Puck still loose, no one skates. Cougars trying to pick it up, and they're unable to. Back comes Tri-City. It's Verk. Verk up the right wing. He chips it into the Cougar zone. Aiden Foster will pick it up. Foster up the right wing side for the Cougars. He'll skate it to center. Foster, a prospect ahead of the NHL draft, a C-rated prospect. As the pass now is taken away by Gavin for Tri-City. He will find Terrell Goldsmith. He's the lone goal scorer for Tri-City here tonight. He skates the puck to center. Gets a push there from Goodell as he plays the puck below the goal line. Here is Goldsmith. His pass taken back by Aiden Foster. Foster to the right wing. Dumansky couldn't get behind Curran. As a puck now taken back by Shergott in his own zone. Lee Shergott has a helper tonight. Goes to Foster. Foster up the board, trying to find Parascak. Puck out of his reach. Now he'll run into Jackson Smith below the goal line. Puck taken by Goldsmith as he goes to the left wing to Current. Current into the middle to Jake Sloan, the captain of the right wing, of McAdams. Carter McAdams to the right wing circle. Here's McAdams, wraps around the Cougar goal. McAdams left circle now to the left point. Savage, one-timer by Smith. Pat save Ravensbergen. Puck now collected by Evan Greening, trying to clear. McAdams holds the line, the right circle, I should say, as he makes a pass to Curran. Puck loose and skates below the goal line. One free by Curran. His pass taken away by Parascak, but Curran hits it right back, and he goes to McAdams, trying to get a shot away, but Dumansky gets in there also to take away that chance from the former Cougar. Puck now loose below the goal line, taken by the Americans. Corbin Vaughn breaks up a pass from Sloan. Sloan gets it back and goes to Savage. That's taken away by Parascak. He chips it ahead up the right wing side. Zemlak, his pass will make its way back to McAdams. Now Shurgut takes it away. Here comes Lee Shurgut. Cougars have numbers into the offensive zone. Here's Greening left circle, mishandles the pass. Gets it back though, slides it behind the goal. It's taken away by Austin Zemlak. And now Leonard takes a pass away. Here's Fraser Leonard. Drops it off for his roommate, Terik Parascak. His pass blocked by an American stick. That's Jake Sloan. Sloan up the right wing will slide it into the middle to Zemlak. Up the right wing to Curran. Trying to go back to Sloan. That's broken up by Anisimov. Here come the Cougars. Boria Vallis drops it off for Cohen Zemer to the left circle. Zemer shoots. That's blocked by the leg of Zemlak. And back comes Tri-City the other way. It's Wynot. Goes to Garland. Garland back to Wynot. What a feed. And he goes to the goal. That's over top of the goal. What a look that was for Tri-City. And the Cougars get it back. It's Anisimov. Anisimov in the middle to Vallis. He'll carry the puck up the right wing into the Tri-City zone. Vallis to his backhand. Now he fires. That's blocked. And it carries to the right wing. Here's Zemer from a bad angle. Stopped by Mateka. Puck still loose and skates. And now picked up by the Americans. Cougars trying to get it back here. It's Zemer now below the goal line. Zemer to Vallis right wing. Vallis flicks it behind the goal, trying to find Lang. He tangles up there, received a high stick, and the arms stay down. Back come Tri-City up the left wing. It's Curran into the Cougar zone. Swings across ice to Wynot. Blocked by the leg of Carson Carls. He's been a shot blocking machine here tonight. Commits up the right wing to Hunter Lang. Lang will chip the puck ahead up the half wall. Puck and a big collision there as Zemer took a hit there from Goldsmith. Puck now taken back by the Cougars. Rushing the puck in is Kometz to the left wing to Lang. Can get a shot away. Puck now will be held in. Denny, his pass misses Lang. And now Goldsmith will pick it up. Goldsmith goes back behind the goal. It's been a great game here tonight for Wednesday night. The dub. Puck now loose behind the goal. Picked up by Denny. Denny trying to get to the goal. Unable to. Wynot can't clear. Carls. He shoots. That's stopped by the mask of Mateka. Denny now picks it up. Trying to find Lajoie. He got a stick lifted. Kometz down low. Here's Denny from a bad angle. That's stopped by Mateka. Puck now loose and skates. Denis picks it up. Denis to the left wing circle. Goes to Carl's left point. Carl a chance. Goes off the end boards. And now jumping up is Kometz. He holds the line. Goes down to Lajoie. Lajoie now back to the right point. Kometz. Here's Kometz. His chance to the goal. Pad save Mateka. Great looks here for the Prince George Cougars. Now the puck finally cleared by Tri-City. This will not have enough for icing as Kometz goes and gets to it in his own zone. Kometz out of his own end. 5:28 already remain here in period 2. It's flown by. Puck now loose at the blue line. And now the Americans get it back here up the left wing. Onside. But a great play by Carls to work his way back and collide there with an American. Still a 1-1 tie here at Toyota Center. Here's Mateo Denis. He goes to Foster. Foster's pass trying to find Lajoie. It's out of his reach as Carter Savage will go to Ishmael Abagosh. He gains center as he plays the puck into the Cougar zone. On the forecheck there, Goodell as Carls makes a pass to Lajoie right wing. Lajoie tries to clear it out of his own zone. He did as Tri-City unable to hold the line and will take a media timeout. Still a 1-1 tie between the Cougars and the Americans here on 94.3 The Goat. You're listening and watching to Wednesday night in the dub here on YouTube and CHL TV.
Sledders, Raven Truck Accessories PG are the exclusive CC Industries sled deck dealer. Get Holland with Super Clamp and Super Glide accessories in stock now. Be seen in these darker days with aftermarket lighting upgrades available. They're winter ready and will help you get there too. Raven Truck Accessories PG, now locally owned, just a short drive up the Hart Highway.
This holiday season, 94.3 The Goat and the Nest and Sprout are proud to love local. Support our hometown and the Prince George business community this Christmas. Listen to The Goat for your chance to instantly win $50 prizes and qualify to win the grand prize from some of our amazing local businesses. Like Northern Heart Designs, Gingerbread Toys, and Queen of Hearts. All proud to love local. Win and love local this December with 94.3 The Goat.
Let's get back to the action. Cougars Hockey on the Go is powered by
Magic Wash. Get the schmuck off 24 hours a day.
Here's Cole Waldy.
Are you still looking for some Cougars Christmas gifts this holiday season? We have you covered. Visit the Cougar store, visit the Cougar website, and check out second half season memberships, Christmas merch, and 3-ticket flex packs. The options are endless. You can Cougar it up this holiday season. Welcome back, Cougars and Americans tied at 1 here late in the second period. Has a chance to the goal, stopped by Ravensbergen from a bad angle. Another chance. That was blocked there by the ankle of a Cougar. That was Van Ager. Puck now will be collected by Ager, left wing, as he runs over Brankovic. And now the puck will be held in. It's Cruz Pavao. He wraps around the Prince George goal. Pavao left wing up top. Cook a one-timer. He fired it wide. Great look there from Tri-City. Brankovic right point. Blocked again by Ager. Brankovic another chance. Stopped by Ravensbergen. Rebound spits out, but it will be picked up by a Cougar. It's Ager. He chips it out of his own zone. This, I believe, will be icing if it has enough. Flags, does it? Yes, it does. And the face-off will make its way back to the Prince George zone with 4 minutes, 9 seconds remaining here in the second period. And it's the Wednesday night in the dub if you're watching on YouTube or CHL TV for WHL Live. Great to have you joining us here tonight. It's been a great game between two great teams. So we're still all knotted up at once. Shots read 22-19 Tri-City as a face-off will occur to the left of Joshua Ravensbergen. Jake Sloan to take the face-off here, getting way down to the draw will be Lemire. Sopiers. Oh, just a warning, actually, to Lemire. Clean win by Tri-City. It's Tyrell Goldsmith to the right wing circle, trying to cut his way in. He shoots it over top of the goal and got dropped afterward by the 16-year-old Patrick Sopiers. Sopiers, a couple words for the bruising blue liner on the Tri-City side. Cougars were able to get a much-needed change. Mark Lamb now having a conversation with Jackson Kazari. They still trying to have a conversation. Mark Lamb is talking with Kazari. I think Mark Lamb maybe was trying to call his timeout to get a line change, and I guess the referees may have missed it. That's the only thing I could think of from what we're seeing here. But nonetheless, back to live action. Face off to the left of Ravensbergen. Cougars win the draw. Carls goes to the right wing to Parascak. Parascak out of his own zone, chips it ahead to Shurgut. Puck just bounced off his stick as he tries to go and get it against Goldsmith. They tangle up. Cougars hold the line. It's Carls. Carls' pass is knocked down by Goldsmith as he goes back behind his own goal. Goldsmith will find Curran on the right wing. Curran back into his own zone, goes behind his own goal. He'll hold the puck behind his own net. 3:35 remains here in the second. Still a 1-1 tie here in Kennewick. Here's Smith Van on the pass, and it'll make its way back into the Cougar zone, though. It's Carls who goes to Shurgut. Lee Shurgut. He'll find Evan Greening. Mishandles the pass, and the puck taken back by Tri-City. Gavin slides it in. Cougars, though, get possession back. Commits in the middle to Greening. Nice job to redirect it into the Tri-City zone as Smith now onto it behind his own net. Goes to the left wing. Here is Goldsmith up the right wing to Jordan Gavin. Gavin trying to go to Curran. He does. He gets it right back as Gavin, but offside are the Americans, and they'll bring the face-off back to neutral ice. 3 minutes, 6 seconds remain here in period number 2, and a 1-1 tie at the Toyota Center. And we've heard the name Terrell Goldsmith a lot tonight. He was part of that big trade with Prince Albert in the offseason. Lucas Dragosevic going the other way, and a lot of people are wondering, where is the goal scoring going to be from Tri-City? And they found it as McAdams, Gavin Garland, and Brandon Wynot, really the three drivers here. Here is Wynot trying to go to the goal. Couldn't get a shot away. Gets it right back, though. Up top to Savage. He shoots. That's over top of the goal. Lang now picks it up right wing. Hunter Lang skates the puck to center. He will chip it inside the Tri-City zone. Mateka makes a wise decision to get that puck and freeze it as the face-off will make its way back inside Prince George Cougar territory. 2:47 remains here in the second period. Terik Parascak, the lone Cougar goal scorer, came back at 12:32 of the opening period. Shurgut Greening picked up the assist. They had a tremendous opening period, and then you just heard his name, Goldsmith, second of the year at 3:54 of the second, coming 4-on-4. Cougars win the faceoff in the offensive zone. Here's Leonard. Stopped by Mateka. He has no idea where it is. And it's picked up now by Garland. Swings it ahead. Nice pass. Wynot partial break. Great play by Leonard to put pressure on Wynot. Now he shoots. That's blocked in front. Fraser Leonard. Two great plays. As the puck now will make its way back to center. As Savage goes to Zemlak. He'll play into the Cougar zone. Puck knocked down by Zemer left wing. Zemer shovels it ahead to Vallis as the puck will make its way back to neutral ice as Savage plays it in. Puck will be knocked down by Fraser Leonard, acquired earlier this season from the Calgary Hitmen. Goes to Vallis. Vallis at center. He backhands it inside the Tri-City zone. Puck is picked up by Zemlak as he gets bumped there by Lang. Now Savage will pick it up left wing. Carter Savage to Jake Goodell. Goodell trying to power his way in. He tangles up with Denis. Denis does a good job of taking it away. Here's Foster in the middle to Hunter Lang. Lang to the right wing, but offside are the Cougars, and it was due to that hit as Foster got hit hard on the left wing side. Faceoff will occur back to neutral ice. Hayden Foster, despite getting hit, the definition of getting hit to make a play, did that exactly, but unfortunately Prince George just about a step offside. And the faceoff back at neutral ice. Now we got some pushing and shoving. Jet Lajoie, Cash Cook, couple of words on the right wing. Lions been right in there. Now the referee will talk to them. Jackson Kazari, the son of longtime NHL referee Steve Kazari. Denis, a clean win. Back to Corbin Vaughn. He finds Dumansky. He'll chip it inside the Tri-City zone. Here's Terrell Goldsmith. Takes a hit there from a Cougar. Vaughn unable to knock it down as the puck kind of came toward his eyes. As now Dumansky will get to it. Dumansky up the right wing to Lajoie. His pass is off a stick of an American. And now Smith gets it back for Tri-City to the left wing. He takes a hit from Dumansky, and Joshua Ravensburg able to hold on. It has been a bit of a goaltending battle here tonight. You look at the shots, 22-20 in favor of Tri-City. Ravensburg 21 saves, Matenka 19 saves. Great stops on both sides. Again, this game, you look at, like we talked about earlier, it just had the makings for a really good hockey game. We are seeing that here tonight. Another face-off to Ravensburgen's glove side as Sure got back in there to take the face-off. He will take it against centerman Curran. He wins it back to Smith. His chance blocked in front. And now the Cougars trying to pick it up here, but Smith does a good job to knock it back down as Vaughn's pass taken again by Smith as he will play it in. Puck goes off the end boards as Dumansky gets to it left wing. Bauer Dumansky battles along the half wall. Puck's picked up by Greening, trying to chip it ahead of Parascak. Puck out of his reach as Smith will pick it up again for Tri-City in his own zone. He finds Goldsmith. Goldsmith up the right wing side trying to find Gavin. That's taken away by Greening. He will play it back inside the Tri-City zone. This is a nice pairing that the Americans have with Smith and Goldsmith. Yet Smith, who's obviously a very dynamic defenseman who really likes to jump in the offense. And you got Goldsmith, who's kind of that stay-at-home style physical defenseman. But that being said, Goldsmith has a lone goal here tonight for Tri-City. As well on the face-off, as icing's called, as the face-off will make its way back into the Tri-City zone. And Cougars, it's a busy trip here. They got in Monday. Get that date. It's obviously a long travel day from Prince George to Kennewick. They go the full way. Got a practice in yesterday. Ready to go here tonight. And then again, a big trip here, right? You got Friday in Portland. Always fun when the Cougars and Winterhawks go to battle. Here's Komet's drive. That's blocked, and it goes out of play. Again, it'll be Portland on Friday. It'll be the final game of the season series. Cougars, you look at the three games, it's really essentially three heartbreakers against Portland so far this year. A couple of late leads that were erased by the Winterhawks, and Cougars will look to avenge that on Friday. Then they'll see Spokane on Saturday. Cooper Michael's old team. Here's Kometz. Oh, on timer! That goes wide of the goal. It was blocked on the way. Puck inside the Tri-City zone as the Cougars trying to pick it up here on the half wall, but it's Gavin Garland who gets a free. He loses his stick. Now he's playing soccer here with the puck, and he'll drop it back to Carter Savage. Garland heads back to the bench for a stick as the puck is knocked down by Prince George at center. Lang plays it into the American zone. Semlak now goes and collects as he runs into Boria Vallis. Carls holds the line left wing, trying to go back to Lang. Lang, a big collision there with Garland as the puck now is collected by Komet at center. He plays it back inside the American zone. Carter Savage goes to Wynot on the right wing. Up ahead to center ice as the horn's going to sound as Martin had the puck. But boy, what a great period again here in Kennewick. This has been a battle between both sides. Been a great hockey game between two good teams. We will take a timeout. Cougars and Americans all knotted up through 40. You're listening to Cougar Hockey on 94.3 The Goat, and you're watching Wednesday Night in the Dub on YouTube and CHL TV.
Your passion is their obsession.
I'm Gina from Prince George Sewing Center, and I'm here to make this holiday season stress-free. We have everything you need to spoil the sewist in your life. We carry over 30 models of sewing machines and sergers and all the newest accessories and gadgets. We have new gift items and kits and gift certificates as well. Those are always the right size and color. Whether your person is a sewist or wants to be, at PG Sewing, we make holiday gift giving so simple. See us at 1210 5th Avenue.
Northern Homecraft.
Northern BC's premier energy-efficient custom home builder and renovator.
Turning dreams into dream homes.
Over 14 years experience designing and building award-winning homes.
Energy Star and Net Zero certified contractors.
As a Canadian Home Builders Association registered contractor, their depth of service is second to none.
Design.
Build.
Live.
Northern Homecraft.
Turning dream homes into reality.
NorthernHomecraft.com.
Benchmark, a standard of excellence or achievement against which similar things must be measured or judged.
Benchmark Automotive, Prince George, is that benchmark in the automotive industry. Their diagnostic capabilities are second to none. Their team and the modern test equipment they employ will help solve the most stubborn vehicle problems.
Benchmark Automotive.
Their team believes in transparency and will inform you exactly what is happening with your vehicle at all times.
Benchmark Automotive.
They choose to be leaders. Visit benchmarkpg.ca.
Prince George Office Systems, proud supporter of our city, and of course, Prince George Cougars hockey. When it comes to printing, Prince George Office Systems has you covered. They offer personalized equipment packages for lease or purchase, from small offices to centralized production printing environments. Find them at PrinceGeorgeOfficeSystems.com or on Ospika Boulevard in Prince George. Listen after the PG Cougars game for the Prince George Office Systems post-game show.
Let's get back to the action. Cougars Hockey on the Go is powered by
Opa of Greece.
Here's Cole Waldy.
Welcome back, everybody, here inside the Toyota Center in Kennewick, Washington, where the Cougars and Americans all tied at 1 through 40 minutes. A very well-played hockey game thus far through 2 periods. The one goal coming 3:54 in Terrell Goldsmith's second of the season from Gavin Garland and Jackson Smith. That one coming 4-on-4. That was the only goal in the period. No power plays in that second period. Cougars still 0-for-1. Tri-City 0-for-2. Shots are at 11-7 in favor of Tri-City. Thought Josh Ravensbergen and Lucas Mateka have been the story here so far tonight. Great goaltending. It doesn't feel like there's much ice out here right now. Very tightly checked game, and we're looking forward to seeing how this third period goes here from Kennewick. That's how it looks through 40. We'll take another break. When we return, we got more of Tyler Bruff on Hartley's Cat Scan. It's Cougars Hockey right here on 94.3 The Goat. You're watching the Wednesday Night in the Dub on YouTube and CHL TV.
Spending 5 legendary Canadian bands coming together to rock the CN Center in one unforgettable night.
Headpins, April Wine, and Bachman Turner Overdrive.
See it all at the CN Center April 8th.
Get tickets at ticketsnorth.ca. Proudly sponsored by The Goat.
Come and see the new brands in 2025 at SMPRV. If you're looking for a premium, all-new lightweight towable option, Ibex has the unit to take you to a place you've never seen before. The Ibex offers a variety of unique floor plans, ready to take you on your next adventure. Weekend warrior or family camper, Ibex has what you need. If you're ready to travel off the beaten path or to a favorite campground, come and see the all-new Ibex in 2025. Only at SMPRV, 805 First Ave, Prince George.
Let's get back to the action. Cougars Hockey on the Go. Here's Cole Waldy.
On Wednesday night in the Dub here on YouTube at CHL TV, as well as Cougar Hockey on 94.3 The Go. We're going back to Tyler Bruff, Caribou Cougar head coach. He's the latest guest on Hartley's Cat Scan.
Christmas morning, you guys wake up and then you open some presents, but quickly on the bus for Boxing Day. Tell us about going to Calgary, how it's going to be different this year than past years. I know there's a different name. It's gone from Max to Circle K, all that kind of stuff. But is the tournament different? Is the exact same? Scouts are going to be there, obviously. How does that work? How does that run? is that the highlight of your season other than playoffs?
Well, we definitely make it our goal. It's kind of odd where you have a goal halfway through the season. We kind of geared up towards playoffs. We've been talking the last few weekends about, winning our playoff rounds, which is, our 2-game weekends would be, a sweep or we go into game 3. And, the Circle K has changed over the years. It went from, you had to be top 2 in your pool to more of a win your first game and move on and stay in the A pool, which, we didn't necessarily agree with. It kind of came down to all who your matchup was in the first game, which the staff really didn't like. This year we've been told it's back to the top 16. We'll move on. We like our chances. We feel like we can play with anybody at this level. Obviously, you got to show up and you got to do your job and stick to our systems and our structure. But we like our compete. We like our battle. We like the group that we have. So, we're looking to started off early against Sioux Falls from North Dakota, and then moved right into Detroit, which are 2 American teams we've kind of done some video on already, and we'll be ready for them. But again, it's an unknown. It's a team 2 teams we haven't played, and then our third game of the round robin is Okotoks, which was off to a hot start in the Alberta League, and a little bit slow of late, but they're going to be a good team. Every team there is solid and usually has good goaltending, a strong forward group and a good back end. So, we'll be prepared for it. At the end of the day, you got to show up on game day and win some games to move on. And it's good for these guys to feel that pressure and just understand it. And then, of course, when we get home, we'll circle the wagons and regroup, and then we'll put a push on for playoffs.
So that is really the highlight of the season other than when you start the playoffs?
Yeah, I think our outdoor game as well.
Which we'll get into, yes.
We'll talk about the Winter Classic, but it's after we get back from Calgary, it'll be, the Winter Classic. And this year we're fortunate to have the Giants coming up this year. And it just happens that we're 1-2 right now. So, we're expecting that to be a real good weekend of games, meaningful games, which just adds to it. I mean, it's a great experience for everybody, but just having those games mean something a little bit more is, just adds to it.
Tyler Bruff is the head coach of the Caribou Cougars under-18 team. He's also the Prince George Cougars alumni president and a volunteer assistant coach with the PG Cougars. You're listening to the CatScan podcast. So we started to talk about Fort St. James and Vanderhoof. Give us some details as to what we can expect. You've already mentioned that you're going to be playing the Valley West Giants, and if the standings hold up, it's going to be number 1 against number 2. Give us what is going to happen that particular weekend. Will there be any changes in the past? And at what point do you start looking at the weather forecast?
Well, I'm sure Trevor's already looking at it. I know the preparation has gone into the rink already, and they're talking about when the best time is to start building up that ice. And, of course, as we get closer, everyone's eyeing on the weather and what's going to happen. And is it going to be too cold? Is it going to be, not cold enough? So, I mean, it's always a stressful thing for kind of the behind the scenes guys, the guys that take care of the ice. As far as we're concerned, we're playing those games and they're going to mean a lot. So, whether we have to shuffle over the Fort Forum or we're playing on the outdoor rink, it's 2 points up, and that's really what we care about. So, we gear towards that weekend.
January 17th, 18th weekend?
That's right. Yeah. It's, we gear towards it just because it's a great experience. I mean, not everybody's going to have an opportunity to play outdoors again. We on the Causley and Fort St. James has just been unbelievable to work with. It's great to go there. We, me and my assistant coach and the 4 captains head out there on the Friday, and we do some on-ice stuff with the minor hockey system. Then we do a couple school visits, and there's just a lot of excitement around the nation there. And the young kids want to come out and watch. And we're fortunate to get some sponsorship and be able to pass out some toques and see the Caribou logos on the young kids. And just hopefully aspire 1, 2, maybe more of those kids to want to play the sport in general, but maybe one day be a Caribou Cougar and represent their hometown or their nation. And it's sure great to see the smiles on their faces. And the girls play the night before, and then typically we have a U13. I think this year my son's U13 team might play a game outdoors, which is pretty awesome for the young kids.
Yeah.
So
did you ever play outdoors?
I never did. I never got an opportunity. So I mean, like you said, you can go through a whole career and never have a chance. So you're seeing more and more of them nowadays, but it's still there's still a lot that goes into it.
What's the coldest that you've been involved with an outdoor game?
I think one of the early years it was like 28 below, and we were almost going to move it. The other team, I can't remember who we were, Chiefs maybe, said, no, let's do it. So once in a lifetime, these guys have played outdoors before, which I questioned with the Vancouver kids, but we had balaclavas and we had heaters on the benches. We're not putting them in danger by any means, but when you're out on the ice, it's as cold as minus 28
Do you ever secretly sort of say to yourself, and I know this would be off the wall, the colder the better, because I'll always have that to talk about. I'll always have that. So if it gets to minus 35, it gets... Like right now, you're saying, okay, minus 28, and that's extremely cold. But I mean, if it gets into the 30s, do you sort of say, yeah, I want to just be able to see if we can do it? Like, does that ever go through your mind? Yeah, like, let's do it one day. Let's just have that in us so that we can tell everybody that we've done it, and people that have never seen cold or anything like that, be able to tell those stories.
I think it's kind of like the old fishing story, right? The more years that go between the fish you caught, the bigger the fish gets, right?
Yeah.
So, I think you go back, we played in minus 35 and it was great, but I'm sure during it there'd be some snuffling and some whining. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's about the players and making sure they're safe and they're not at any harm.
What is the safety aspect? Like, where is the line? Who makes the line? How do you sort of determine that?
Well, I mean, I think at the end of the day, it'd be between the two staffs and kind of figure out. I mean, if there's a wind chill too, that adds a lot to it, right? Yeah. So you got to take everything into consideration, and we don't want to put these players. I mean, we want them to have the experience, but not at their safety. So, we've had to call games or move games over because it was too warm and the ice wasn't holding up, and that becomes a danger to the players. So again, it's always about making sure the players are safe.
Do you ever experience any players that are a little hesitant the colder it gets, or is everybody gung-ho no matter what? I imagine there's got to be a couple of guys that, maybe this isn't the best idea.
Well, you know what? I think as we move forward here, there's less and less players that are actually playing outdoor hockey or going to the ODR, right? And playing on ponds. I think, my generation, we typically all played outdoors a lot. And, we even up in the north here have players that have never played outdoors or, been to the pond very often. So, there's definitely some skeptical players. We thought the teams from Vancouver or the Okanagan would have a harder time, but man, they come up and they're all in. They latch onto the environment and the nation, and they want to help out too. And every team that we've had up has just been, they want to come back again, right? And we're trying to go through the whole league so everyone has an opportunity to do it. And the boys have been really appreciative of the opportunity. And I mean, it's an extra hour and a half travel for them, right? So you got to add that to it. But the whole experience in itself is, again, it's could be once in a lifetime. So it's been great over the years for sure.
And I imagine with you, it almost becomes old hat because it's once a year. But where it would be different is you're constantly changing players. So because of that, a lot of those players are going into it for a first time, at the most a second time, because they're not in your team very long. And when they were younger, they probably didn't get this opportunity. So you get to see the new reactions, and it sort of keeps you, energized.
For sure. And we're trying to make it a family weekend where, most families come up and enjoy the experience with them. And, we do the outdoor pregame skate, which just kind of adds to it, and they get a feel, and, they got the eye block on or their balaclavas, and they're trying to figure out what's the best, way to do it. And it's just the experience. It's nice to just sit back and just, watch the first time players kind of take it all in, right? And then you got the old wily vets that did it last year, and they're kind of telling their ways and helping their teammates out. But yeah, I mean, just seeing the smiles and the happiness around the players and their families. And my son's been helping out with Stick Boy, so him and my wife and my daughter come up and they take it all in too. So it's definitely family orientated, and it's nice to be able to let everybody kind of enjoy the experience. I mean, obviously we're pushing for points, but it is an experience thing, and we want to make sure it's enjoyable.
Yeah. Has there ever been a parent sort of come up to you and say, maybe you're going a little bit too far with how cold it is? Or has anybody even remotely been concerned that the temperature has got to a point that, cooler heads, pardon the expression and the pun, should prevail?
Not yet.
No. Okay.
We try to make sure that we don't put them in a bad spot to, play when it's too cold or the wind chill's howling through or whatever, or the ice is in bad shape because it's too warm, right? There's both sides of the spectrum. So, no, we've been fortunate where the families have been on board and they love the experience as well. So it's, like I said, it's been a great experience for all.
How do you coach different outdoors compared to normally indoors?
Well, first and foremost, the rink is, just about half the size of what we play in at Kin 1 on the Olympic size ice and practice on. So, there's definitely less time and space, less room out there for different setups on our power play or penalty kill and, shooting from everywhere, right? Just little tidbits that we've gained over the years that we know have worked or will work. And there's definitely some adjustment there. You step over that blue line and it feels like you're 10 feet away from the net. So it's a small venue.
Is the game more physical, less physical? Is it faster? Do smaller players survive better, bigger players? Give us a little bit of insight there compared to a normal game.
Well, I think it usually depends on who we're playing, right? We know there's some teams that come up that are maybe smaller and a little bit more skilled, and they'll definitely try to skill their way through a game. We expect this year to be against the Giants to be a physical affair. They're a big, strong, old team. We feel like we're very close in styles and matchups, so we expect it to be. We say it's going to be a war, but you put 10 players, 2 goalies, and then obviously you add the 4-man lines or reffing crew. There isn't a lot of room out there. It seems like the game's a lot quicker. Pucks are bouncing around. There's snow
less
on the
penalties,
ice.
Generally?
Less penalties usually. It's it's typically a quick game, and if
That's Tyler Bruff on the latest edition of Hartley's Cat Scan. Appreciate his time, as always. We'll take a break. When we return, we have an exciting third period coming up right around the corner. It's a 1-1 tie through 40. Third period coming up next here on 94.3 The GOAT and Wednesday night in the Dub on YouTube and CHL TV.
Season is here, and so is United Way BC's Tree of Lights. Connection and hope. And each donation helps the tree shine brighter as they work toward their goal of $40,000 by December 20th. Every dollar raised stays here in Prince George, supporting United Way BC programs to help those in need in our community. Together, let's be united for hope. Donate online today to light up our community with United Way BC's Tree of Lights.
Old Fashioned Christmas is back at Barkerville Historic Town and Park, December 14th and 15th. An enchanting weekend of festive cheer and delight for everyone. Find unique gifts, handcrafted items, and seasonal treats. Plus, enjoy live programs, photos with Father Christmas, and book a horse-drawn sleigh ride. The Old Fashioned Christmas Celebration. $12 daily admission for adult, $10 for seniors, and free entry for children and youth with a non-perishable donation. Details and tickets online at barkerville.ca.
Let's get back to the action. Cougars Hockey on the Go is powered by Summit Trailer, your one-stop shop for sales, service, parts, and rentals. Here's Cole Walby.
Welcome back, everybody, here inside the Toyota Center in Kennewick, Washington. Cougars and Americans all tied up at 1 through 40 minutes. The Cougars when tied after 2-3, 2-2. Tri-City when they're tied after 2-3, 2-1. As close as it gets here between these two clubs, and we're looking forward to a great third period here in Kennewick. Cougars will look to get it going here and get a big victory against Tri-City to kickstart the road trip. Mateo Denis, Jake Goodell will take the face-off as the third period ready to go here in Kennewick. Off we go. Cougars win the face-off as Kometz will skate the puck to center and play it inside the American zone. Carter Sandwich on the right wing tries to flip it ahead. Puck is up in the air. Denis will knock it down. Denis trying to make a feed on the half wall, but it's taken back by the Americans. Goodell chipped it ahead, but it's knocked down by Carls. Carls up the left wing to Denis. Couldn't get a stick on it. Puck now loose in feet as Foster tries to pick it up. As the puck will be down, knocked down by Carls. He'll find Kometz. Kometz up the right wing to Mateo Denis. Denis will fire the puck inside the Tri-City zone as Carter Savage collects behind his own goal. He goes to Zemlak, spins it up the right wing. Denis knocks it down, goes to Kretz. Oh, a timer tipped and stopped by Mateka. Puck now loose on the right wing side. Puck is loose and they're calling a penalty to Aiden Foster. And Tri-City will head to an early power play. 45 seconds into period 3. So Foster will head to the penalty box. Foster, some words there for Jackson Kazari, it looked like, but Tri-City now a chance here on the power play. Face off to Ravensburgen's blocker side. Tri-City is 0 for 2 on the power play here tonight. Off the draw, won by the Americans. It's Jackson Smith. Goes to the right wing side. Burke slides it down behind the goal. Puck now up top. Jordan Gavin blocked by the ankle of Parascak. Here's Smith at the midpoint. Smith, his chance off the crossbar. Where is it? Puck still loose. No goal. They'll go under review. Referee nodding his head saying he saw that hit the crossbar. And they'll discuss. Lights came off. Tri-City celebrating like it's a 2-1 lead. As we'll take a look here. As it's silence here, trying to see where the puck hit. Yeah, crossbar. This will stay no goal as Ravensburg are able to hold on. That shot was labeled, though, on the stick of Jackson Smith. Face off. Will make its way to the glove side of Josh Ravensburgen. They discuss, they get a verdict. This will stay no goal. Face off to the glove side of the Cougar goaltender. Zemer Sloan to take the face-off. Cougars again 2 for 2 so far on the penalty kill. They win the face-off as Zemer goes to Dumansky behind his own goal. He clears the length of the ice. Good start to the kill here for the Cougars. Has Mateka out to knock it down behind his own goal for Jackson Smith. Jackson Smith, he has been as advertised here tonight. He'll drop it off up the left wing. Here's Brandon Wynot into the Cougar zone. He drops it off for Vert. He fires. That goes wide of the goal. Back to Gavin. Pressure there by a Cougar. And the puck will make its way back to neutral ice as Vert will collect. Savin Vert pressured by Vallis as he makes the pass to Jordan Gavin. Gavin will pedal back to his own blue line now. Restart, go to center into the offensive zone to Wynot. Wynot, nice cross ice feed. Here's a chance. Glove save by Josh Ravensburgen off the stick of Jake Sloan. He makes that look so easy. Does the Burger. So he makes the stop with his right catching glove. 1:07 remains here in the Tri-City power play. Another, again, great save from Josh. He has been terrific tonight, now to 23 saves. As the face-off will make its way back to his blocker side. Shurgott and Garland will take the face-off. Cougars win the face-off in their own zone. Here's Kometz. He will play to the right wing to Parascak. Can Parascak get to it? Yes, he can. He clears the puck the length of the ice with a minute remaining on the American power play. Puck left behind the goal to Zemlak. He will skate it out of his own zone. Zemlak trumps it off for Curran. Curran up the middle, gain center, looks to drop it off. Instead, he'll go up the right wing side to Cash Cook. He'll play it to the left wing. Puck now loose on and skates. Cougars trying to get it free here. It's Shurgott does a great job to force that puck to neutral ice. As now Cook back into his own zone as he receives pressure there from Parascak. Gavin Garland in his own zone now skates to center. Garland still with it. Now he'll slide it up the right wing to Cash Cook. Cook fires over top of the goal. That was a laser beam. Here's Gunnell left point. His pass is blocked. And that'll go into the bench as Mark Lamb ducks for cover. As the play blown dead here with 18 seconds remaining on the American power play. Cougars doing a good job getting clears here. Trying to supply pressure where there isn't pressure on the Tri-City side. And so far it's seemed good. And obviously after that crossbar from Jackson Smith, Cougars done a good job. They bring that top unit out, though, with 18 seconds remaining on the power play. Puck back to Smith at the left point. Smith holds, swings it to the right wing side of Vert. He shoots. That's blocked off the head of a Cougar. That's Carson Carls. And he is really, he's down on the ice. Dave Adolph's going to have to come onto the ice as Carls is really struggling. He wants to get up, but the referee is telling him to stay down. I believe Carls blocked that with his head. as he is down on the ice, and you hope this has nothing serious to a big minute player for Prince George. Carson Carl's it's a huge shot block there from the defenseman for Prince George, and now Slow, see if he's all right. He gets some attention here from Dave Adolph, the Cougar athletic therapist. You hope this is nothing serious to Carson. He's still down on the ice. Looks like he's going to get up on his own power, which is good to see. He gets a round of applause here from the crowd here at the Toyota Center. And he will hand it to the Cougar bench. He's going to stay on the bench. He gets a bunch of pats from his teammates and coaching staff. Tough as nails, Carson Carls. Face off to the blocker side of Josh Ravensbergen. Cougars sacrificing the body here, blocking tons of shots, keeping this game at 1-1. Cougars do win the face-off. Dumansky picks it up, goes to Kometz. Kometz tangles up there with an American. Now Dumansky trying to pick it up. Denis in there too. Goldsmith holds the line. Foster out of the box. We're back to 5-on-5. Here, Smith. Nice move left circle. Shooting over top of the goal. Kometz may have blocked it. And here comes Prince George maybe. No, it's broken up by Tri-City. And offside called. Oh, the Cougars were that close to a potential on-man rush as the penalty expired. But boy, what a penalty kill for Prince George. Dodge a bullet a little bit in terms of that crossbar. About 5 seconds into the power play, but after that, Cougars getting in shot lanes, blocking shots, getting clears. There's a reason why they are the 5th best penalty killing team in the WHL entering tonight. Off the face-off, it is won by Tri-City as the puck collected by Adam. He will go to Savage. Savage up the right wing side. Pavao chips it to the left wing. Adam up the left wing. He takes a bump there from Jet Lajoie. And icing called. And the face-off will make its way back into Tri-City territory. Lajoie and Adam. Couple of words after Lajoie got the better of the American blue liner. And Lajoie will head to the bench. Face-off will make its way back into the Tri-City zone. Cougars are not back at CN Center until the weekend of January 3rd and 4th. Take on the Seattle Thunderbirds, so again, a lot of games on the road. Icing's waved off as Anisimov picks it up left wing. Goes to Boria Vallis. Vallis will pitch it ahead to Zemer. He's unable to knock it down, and the puck will make its way back to center. Here's Leonard. He will slide the puck into the American zone. Zemer trying to get there first there against the defenseman Zemlak, but instead it's Garland who goes up the right wing. Puck will find Carter Savage. Savage up the left wing to Garland. He'll carry it in. Garland trying to drop it off, but a good stick there from Vallis. Trying to go ahead to Lang, but why not? Will break it up and go back into his own zone. Austin Zemlak, pass blocked by Lang as the puck redirects into the Cougar zone. Leonard does a good job to glove that puck to his stick in his own zone as he drops it off for Boria Vallis. Vallis to Lang. He was unable to knock down that pass as Smith gets it back in his own zone. Jackson Smith. His pass broken up by Vaughn as now Zemer will chip it back into the Tri-City zone as Zemlak goes to the right wing to Jackson Smith. Smith will skate it out of his own zone. He will skate it to center. Smith up the right wing to Carter McAdams. Takes a hard hit from Corbin Vaughn. Nice hit from the Cougar defenseman as he gets the better of the 20-year-old Carter McAdams. Puck now loose and skates inside the Cougar zone. Parascak gets it free and goes to Greening. Evan Greening up the left wing. Gains center. Plays it inside the Tri-City zone. Parascak trying to pick it up on the right wing against Goldsmith. Sure got in there too. Smith looking the wrong way. Greening took it away for a moment, but back come the Americans. It's Garland with speed into the middle. Goes to Wynot. Wynot left wing circle. He holds and shoots and scores! Brandon Wynot sneaks one on the short side of Josh Ravensbergen. Tri-City has their first lead of the game. It's 2-1. Brandon Wynot, the leading goal scorer for Tri-City, or the second highest goal scorer for the Americans, has 15 goals on the year. Big one there for Tri-City. Comes nearly 5 minutes in to period number 3. Face-off won by the Cougars as Kometz gains center and fires it into the Tri-City zone as Ham and Cook collide at center. Here's Savage. He goes back behind the goal to Adam. Adam on the left wing side, skates out of his own zone. He'll flip it up the middle, trying to find Vert. This will be icing. As we are 5 minutes gone here in this third period, as the face-off back into the American zone as they lead 2-1. Brandon Wynot, the goal scorer. Comes at 4:43. Garland and Curran will pick up the two helpers. The face-off will make its way back to the right of Lucas Mateka. Cougars do win the face-off. Puck loose and skates, but now taken back by Tri-City. Here's Vert. Up the left wing to Cash Cook. Cook up the left wing, trying to get by Komet's left wing. Komet runs into him as the puck will make its way into the left wing corner. Here's Adam from the left point. A chance! Stopped by Ravensbergen. Puck now will be picked up by Jake Goodell. Goodell on the right wing side to the midpoint, or left point to Adam. He shoots. It's blocked by Lajoie. And here come the Cougars if they hurry. Foster to center to Lajoie up the right wing. Lajoie swings across ice. Nowhere. It comes now back to center as Komet will play it back into the Tri-City zone. Puck now loose on the right wing side. Cougars trying to pick it back up here on the half wall. Foster pinned up there by a pair of Americans. Lajoie is in there too along the right wing. Cougars still trying to pick it up here on the right wing side. 14-15 remains in the third. Tri-City leading by a 2-0 score. Puck still loose and skates. Foster picks it up. Trying to power to the goal. He does it. Puck still loose for Zemer. Trying to slide it home. Unable to. Savage picks it up behind his own goal. He'll skate it back up for Tri-City. Up the right wing to Curran. Swings it left wing to Cash Cook. He'll knock it down and shoot past save Ravensbergen. Back comes Aiden Foster. He will skate out of his own zone. He gains center. He'll play it back into the American zone. Puck collected by Jackson Smith. He will play it to the right wing side. Here's Goldsmith. His pass chipped ahead, and now Anisimov will knock it down. Anisimov to Power Dumansky. Dumansky goes to Lang. Lang to Zemer. Zemer at neutral ice fell over. Puck still loose and skates now taken by Wynot. He will slap the puck into the Cougar zone. Ravensbergen out to play it to the right wing side. Here's Hunter Lang. Lang goes to Vallis. Vallis to center, trying to get him behind the defense. He's crunched there by Smith. As the puck will be now picked up by Goldsmith. He goes to the right wing side. McAdams slides it out of his own zone as Dumansky and Lang hurry to it. Lang to it first. Goes back behind his own goal to Dumansky. Bauer, Dumansky, he takes a big crunch there again from Wynot. Back come the Cougars. Up the left wing comes Cohen Zemer. Zemer walking in, shooting. That's blocked. Gets his own rebound. It's loose in front of the goal and taken back by Tri-City as Sloan now carries it the other way. Jake Sloan to the left wing. Sloan holds, couldn't get around the defenseman Kometz, and now Corbin Vaughn picks it up. Vaughn up the left wing will drop it for Zemer. He tries to clear it out of his own zone as it goes out the stick of Zemlak. Back into Tri-City territory, and the Cougars will change. Zemlak slides up the left wing to Jordan Gavin. Gavin in his own zone will backpedal back into his own end, and now we'll skate it back up. But now he stops and turns once again as he'll try to reset. Now he goes to Zemlak up the board. Sloan. He takes a big hit from William Kometz. Ravensburg out to knock it down. Now he got some pushing and shoving. Sloan getting into it with Kometz behind the play. Puck though is held in by Tri-City. Here's a chance and they score! That was very close to the Americans just hold the line. And the puck's tipped home by former Cougar Carter McAdams. And it's 3-1 Tri-City. There is a penalty coming to the Americans. I think the Cougars might be going to a power play here after the goal. I believe it's going to Sloan. Carter McAdams, the goal scorer. That puck would just stayed in on the blue line. McAdams has 11 goals on the season. And the Cougars, again, they are going to the power play here right after that American goal. Face-off won by Prince George. And Prince George, the power play. Can they cut into this lead? Vallis leaves the puck for Parascak. Carls. He'll wind his way in as he chips it in. Carls goes down to get it here against Goldsmith as Carls runs into his man as Savage goes to Garland. He clears the puck the length of the ice. Ravensbergen out to knock it down. Here is Boria Vallis. He goes back behind his own net. Vallis, he has speed. He'll take it to center into the Tri-City zone. Vallis to the right wing circle. Vallis still holds on to it right wing. Vallis gets it right point. Carls back on the right side, holds on to it. Carls surveys the scene. Now he'll swing it to Vallis. Vallis holds, waits, back to Carls. Zemer with an left circle. Zemer's pass taken away by Gavin, and the Americans clear. Ravensburg will be forced to play. Here's Gavin comes pressuring on as now Gavin gets to it left wing. Gavin takes a bump there from Carls. Parascak now trying to pick it up. He will. Parascak will go back to the left wing side as Corbin Vaughn goes to the right wing to Carls. Carls back up the right wing as now it's Parascak. That was Denis rather who had the puck in his own zone. Trying to get a pass now from Vallis. Turned over. Here comes Tri-City. On-man rush here on the right wing. It's Goodell to the back door. Just missed catch Cook as he came streaking in. Back come the Cougars. Zemer to center into the Tri-City zone. Leaves it for Parascak. Cross ice. Vallis shoots. That's stopped by Mateka. Puck now loose on the left wing side. Cougars trying to pick it up here up the half wall. Cougars now trying to get possession back here, but it's Zemlak with it. Fires off the board. It gets past Parascak into the Cougar zone. 20 seconds remain here on the power play. Parascak right wing side. Flicks it ahead to Shurgott. Here he comes. Finds Lang. Lang to Lee. Shurgott. He scores! Lee Shurgott up a great pass from Lang. Power play goal. Cougars within one. Soft hands in tight for Lee Shurgott. And the Cats are within one huge goal from the Saskatoon product. He's got 5 on the year. A much, much needed goal for the Cougars as they now try to find the equalizer once again. 10:27, still lots of time here on the clock. Lee Shurgott off a great pass from Hunter Lang. 4 points in his last 2 games. The Calgary Flame prospect. Cougars win the faceoff as Foster trying to slide it ahead. Broken up though by Tri-City as a puck now chipped back inside the Cougar zone and Isamov onto it. His pass at the left wing trying to find Foster, but it's held in. Savage to Adam left wing side. Adam will flip the puck in behind the goal. Leonard tangled up there with an American as now the puck will be knocked down by Martin on the left wing. Puck now back down low to Pavao. He battles there with Fraser Leonard. Puck is loose on the walls. Prince George trying to get it back as Leonard goes back to Anisimov. Here's Arseny Anisimov to Foster. Foster will skate it himself to center into the Tri-City zone. He plays it to the left wing. Now he'll slap it in down low. Let's take it back by the Americans. Here's Adam up the left wing side. He will go to Garland. He has the puck at center. He'll fire it into the Cougar zone. Ravensburg out to knock the puck down behind his own goal. He goes to William Kometz. Kometz's pass goes up the right wing side. Puck loose and skates. And the puck will make its way back behind the goal to Corbin Vaughn. And his Cougar debut tonight has Greening. Here come the Cougars. Greening has speed. He'll wind his way in. Greening left wing. Plays it behind the goal trying to find Parascak. Puck chipped down to the right circle. Kometz couldn't corral it. And here come the Americans. It's Carter McAdams left wing. McAdams runs into Carls. McAdams now trying to pick it back up and behind the goal. Puck loose and now taken back by Prince George. Puck now is taken back by Tri-City as they broke up a pass down. Greening gets it back. He goes ahead to Parascak. Might have a partial break if he hurries. Parascak to the goal over top of the net. Greening now knocks it down. Evan Greening behind the goal of Parascak. Parascak trying to find Greening again. Wynot breaks it up. And now Carl's in there too. Puck is collected by Tri-City. Parascak, good pressure there. Goldsmith now swings it to the left wing, trying to find McAdams, but a good job by Dumansky to get in the way. Dumansky up the right wing, trying to go to Parascak. He now hurries on the forecheck here against Goldsmith. Terrell Goldsmith pressured by Parascak. Puck now will find Jackson Smith. His pass hit the stick of Zemer. Dumansky, good active stick, trying to get in the middle to Boria Vallis. Vallis will lunge it ahead into Tri-City territory. 8:25 to go in the third. 3-2. Tri-City leads here. Has the puck now loose on the left wing side for Zemer. He chops it up the benches now. Tri-City will knock it down. Nearly too many there, it looked like, for Tri-City as Savage plays it in. Ravensburg out to knock it down behind his own net. His pass will find Hunter Lang right wing. Lang's pass broken up. Zemlak in the middle. Here's Curran spinning and shooting. And the puck goes out of play. We'll take a break. Cougar Hockey continues on 94.3 The Goat. And the Wednesday Night in the Dump continues on YouTube and CHL TV.
You've been putting off with help from window-to-wall contracting and renovations. From start to finish, they've got you covered with expert advice you can trust. Now booking for 2025. Visit windowtowall.ca to learn more.
All Around Gamers Virtual Reality Arcade and Lounge is perfect for parties, whether it's birthday, bachelor, team building, or just for fun. With dozens of mind-blowing games and experiences to choose from, they have something exciting for all ages. Find All Around Gamers in Parkway Plaza by China Cup and on Facebook.
Hey, want to grab a burger?
A what?
A burger.
What's that?
A hamburger.
Sorry, I'm a little lost.
A hamburger.
Maybe if I saw one?
Bread with meat in the middle.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Like a souvlaki pita wrap.
No. Win free OPA for a year and you might just forget what other food is. You could win one of 3 grand prizes of OPA for a year or instantly win wraps, fries, and more. Enter on the OPA app or at opaofgreece.com.
Let's get back to the action. Cougars Hockey on the Go is powered by Magic Wash. Get the schmuck off 24 hours a day. Here's Cole Waldy.
Welcome back, everybody, here inside the Toyota Center here in Kennewick. Cougars trailed the Americans 3-2. Shots reached 5-3 Tri-City in this third period. They got goals from Wynot and McAdams, nearly 3 minutes apart, and then Cougars got a power play marker the other way at 9:33 from Lee Shurgut from Lang and Parascak. Here's a one-timer by Zemlak. Blocked in front by Lang as a stick boomerangs out of his hands, and the puck goes out of play. Cougars have found a way here tonight. They trying to recouple but get one back. A huge answer off the stick of Lee Shurgut. His soft hands and tight going top corner. Let's see if the Cougars can try and tie this game back up. Face-off won by Prince George. Carl will go to the left wing to Boria Vallis. He chips it out of his own zone. Savage knocks it down. His pass will find Zemlak. He runs over Hunter Lang as a puck now will make its way back up the right wing for Sloan. He lost the handle. Carls will collect. Carls up the right wing to Zemer. He gets it inside the Tri-City zone. Puck's knocked down by Mateka as Savage will go to Zemlak left wing. Zemlak, a huge hit from Cohen. Zemer as he runs over Zemlak. He gets a little bit of revenge there as a puck now back to Vallis. Vallis in his own zone. Goes to the left wing to Carls. Up the right wing, Zemer. He redirects it into the American zone. Puck now knocked down by Zemlak. He will slide it to the right wing to Brendan Wynot. 7:10 remains here in period number 3. Puck's gloved down by Fraser Leonard. Leonard dodges traffic, goes up the boards, trying to find Zemer, hit the linesman, and now Garland takes it away. Garland shoots past save Ravensbergen, and Leonard picks up the loose change and will find Foster. Foster up the left wing. He'll skate the puck to center. Foster plays it up the right wing. It's knocked down by Adam as he goes to Brandon Wynot. He'll fire it right to Ravensbergen. He'll be forced to make a save, and he'll be actually forced to freeze also, and that should take us to another immediate timeout. It will. Still 3-2. Tri-City leads as Cougar Hockey continues on 94.3 The Goat and Wednesday night in the Dub on YouTube and CHL Live.
Needs more shoes.
I earned it.
And business suits.
It is a big deal for our family.
Renovators.
I like the people I'll be working with.
Restaurants.
I still need a lot before I get started.
Car lease, hair salon, and luggage.
I know our kids are so proud of me.
Jewelry engraver.
It was my idea to put our company on the radio.
Promotion deserved. Be where anyone who needs you can meet you. Be on the radio. Your customers are already here.
Create less waste this holiday season with some easy changes to your gifting and decorating habits. Make gift wrapping easier. Plus, have less cleanup by using cloth bags or reusable wrapping paper. Try gifting experiences instead of items as it minimizes packaging and increases memorable time spent together. When decorating your home, ditch the plastic ornaments and wreaths and opt for alternatives like dried fruit, pine cones, holly, river stones, or evergreen branches. For more practical tips, visit sortsmart.ca. A message from the Regional District of Fraser Fort George.
Let's get back to the action. Cougars Hockey on the Go is powered by Magic Wash. Get the schmuck off 24 hours a day. Here's Cole Waldy.
Welcome back, everybody. Cougars trail here by a 3-2 score. Lee sure got the latest goal scorer, though, to get the Cougars back within one. It came on the power play at 9:33. Puck now will be redirected inside the Prince George zone. Can the Cougars find this equalizer as Corbin Vaughn goes ahead up the left wing, knocked down though by Pavel. Vaughn gets it back in his own zone. Corbin Vaughn spins off of traffic, makes a nice play up the boards, goes to Foster. He tries to knock the pass down. Lajoie in there too, but it's picked up by the Americans. Cash Cook takes a hit there from Foster. Lajoie in there too on the left wing. Now it'll carry him back to Bauer Dumansky. Dumansky on the left wing. It's blocked by Pavel. And a big hit afterward from Cook after the whistle. Has now Foster a couple of words, but he gets into it there with Cash Cook. Still some conversations going on. And the face-off will make its way to neutral ice here. 6:09 to go. Post-game show follows tonight. Associate coach Jim Playfair will make his way up to the broadcast booth following tonight's game. Get his thoughts on what he's seen from behind the Cougar bench. Bit of a discussion going on. Whole team at their benches right now. Looks like everything is settled. Face-off will make its way to neutral ice. LeJoie, Denny, Foster, Vaughn, Dumansky out there right now. The face-off's actually going to come to center ice. Goodell and Denny to take the face-off. It's won by Tri-City as Savage up the right wing. He'll play it in as Vaughn came barreling in. Ravensburg out to play the puck behind his own goal to Dumansky. He'll go to Vaughn. Corbin Vaughn on the left wing. Throws in the middle, taken away by Tri-City. And the puck taken back by Prince George. Aiden Foster flips it out of his zone. Zone puck loose and skates as Foster rather. Takes a right-handed appearance from Goodell. As the puck now loose and behind the goal. Puck now as Vaughn gets the better there of Savin Verkey. Backhands it out of his own zone inside the American zone. Puck now will be knocked down by Tri-City. Up the left wing is Cash Cook. He collides with Vaughn as the puck played in. Ravensburg out to knock it down behind his own goal. He'll leave it for Lee Shergott. Shergott out of his own zone goes to Kometz. Kometz in the middle of Shergott. He'll carry it in. Has a goal tonight. Finds Parascak. He shoots. Great save by Mateka with the right pad. A big save to keep this in a one-goal game. Shergott left wing. Goes down to Parascak. Nice feet up top, but it got past Greening and Kometz. And the puck will make its way back inside the Cougar zone. Cougars getting some chances here. We're getting into the late stages of tonight's contest. Parascak redirects it into the Tri-City zone. And on the forecheck, Evan Greening runs into Smith. Greening falls over. Puck picked up by Goldsmith. His pass nearly broken up by Parascak. Puck loose and skates. And now one back by Tri-City. Jackson Smith up the left wing goes to Gavin. That puck chipped back inside the Prince George zone. Cardinals is going to win this race. And icing's cold, and the face-off will make its way back into the Tri-City zone. 4:43 remains here in this third period. Zemer, Lang, Vallis, Leonard, and Anisimov on the ice right now for the Cougars. See if they can tie this game. They've had some looks here as we progress. They win it back to Leonard. Fraser Leonard's chance was blocked. Vallis now right circle from a bad angle. Blocker save Mateka. As now Jake Sloan will pick it up right wing. Sloan to center. He plays it in. He heads off for a change. Fraser Leonard onward. He will rim it to the right wing to Hunter Lang. Lang up the right wing side for Prince George. He skates it to center and chips it inside the Tri-City zone. Vallis hard on the forecheck there against Savage. Vallis picks it up. Centering feed is taken away by Gavin Garland. Garland's pass goes ahead to Wynot. What a feed as Wynot now left wing circle. Drops it off for McAdams. That goes wide. Puck now knocked down by Savage. A Cougar in there too. Now it's picked up by Zemer. And they're calling a hand pass. But Boria Vallis disagrees. And the face-off will be back to neutral ice. 4:07 remains here in the third period. Tri-City leading 3-2. They are now having a discussion with the referee. And actually after this hand pass, the face-off's going to come into the Cougar zone. Looks like it will be Greening back out there with Parascak and Shergott. Dumansky and Vaughn back on the back end. I think Vaughn's given the Cougars some valuable minutes tonight as they expected. Been physical, has laid some big hits. As he'll pick up the puck now off the face-off, goes back to Dumansky. Backward Dumansky, the Parascak in the middle to Shergott. Shergott inside the Tri-City zone to Greening. He'll play it ahead and behind the goal. Shergott trying to pick it up. Puck now will be taken back by Sloan. Pressure by Shergott doing a great job. And the Cougars hold it in. It's Vaughn. Vaughn chips it ahead to Shergott. He'll fire it behind the goal. And on the forecheck there, Greening against Zemlak. He battles there. Now it's Savage trying to clear. Unable to. Is blocked by Parascak. Puck still loose. Cougars trying to fight this puck back, but it's going to be Curran up the other way. Kind of over skates. And they take a huge hit from Vaughn. And he's trying to put Curran into the Cougar bench. Back comes Dumansky for Prince George. On the right wing to Parascak. He redirects it in. 3:23 to go in the third. Puck picked up by Terrell Goldsmith. He goes ahead left wing. Broken up by Curls. Curls flicks it behind the goal to Zemer. To the left wing circle. Zemer with it. Goes down to Vallis. Boria Vallis pressured. Still holds on with though. Up top. Carl's right point. Kometz holds. Waits in the middle. Zemer spinning and shooting. That's blocked. Now it comes to Lang. Behind to Vallis. Boria Vallis wraps around the Tri-City goal. Trying to tuck it in. That's broken up by an American. Cougars don't get it back. Comes down left wing. Now it's cleared by Tri-City. As the puck will come out to Josh Ravensburg, and he'll leave it for William Kometz. 2:50 remains here in the third. Kometz up the left wing side. He will skate the puck to Zemer. Zemer into the Tri-City zone. Back down to Kometz. Kometz now centering. That's blocked in front and taken back by Tri-City. Goodell goes to McAdams. McAdams pressure there by Parascak. Cougars hold it in. Kometz goes back behind the goal. It's been all Cougars here in the last couple of minutes. Parascak on the left wing side. Trying to find a pass to Zemer. Parascak trying to go back to Zemer. Puck still loose. Puck kicked ahead as the Tri-City Americans trying to clear. They will to center as Carls now collides with McAdams on the left wing. Zemer a nice hit as he runs over McAdams. Carls now trying to get it free. Now here's Goodell right wing. He tries to chip it ahead. Puck is still loose at center ice here. 2 to go in the third. We will see when Mark Lamb wants to call for Josh Ravensburg, and won't be yet because the puck's inside the Cougars zone. Carson Carls to the left wing to Greening. He battles there. Kometz now gets it free. Kometz's pass. A Cougar received a high stick and appeared. Arms stay down. Here's Savage midpoint to Zemlak. Zemlak shoots over top of the goal. And the puck goes out of play with 1:47 remains here in the third period. 29-24. Read the shots in favor of Tri-City. And the faceoff, I believe, will make its way to the Cougar zone. Win a faceoff, get it in, call for Josh Ravensburg, and try and tie this game. That's going to be the Cougars' kind of game plan. If you're Tri-City, if you want to face off and, I don't want to say play keep away, but keep possession as much as you can. Try and get out of here with 2 points. They win the faceoff. Savage shoots. That goes wide of the goal. Gavin on the right wing. He gets pumped there by Corbin Vaughn. Vaughn doing a good job getting the better there of Gavin. And now the puck will be picked up by Lee Shurgut. Shurgut out of his own zone. He's had a great night tonight. Shurgut to center. Up to Parascak. Parascak to Lee. Shurgut. Oh, spins across ice. It's loose at feet to the goal. It's blocked. Puck another chance. Stopped by Mateka. Puck now picked up by Curran. Curran now on the right wing. Net is empty for Prince George. Puck chipped out of the zone. Parascak knocked it down, but it's taken down by Gavin. He has the empty net. He shoots. That goes wide. Now Sloan picks it up. He couldn't. It's taken back by Corbin Vaughn. Vaughn now up the right wing to Parascak. He skates the center. Trying to get by a pair of Americans. Unable to. Sloan now up the right wing. He chipped in a huge hit from Vaughn as he hammered Sloan. He's Sloan to the bench. We're inside the final minute here of the third period. Here's Jamansky up the right wing side. Fans come to a roar here in the final minute. Here comes Jet Lajoie. He'll wind his way in. He chips it ahead. It's broken up, and the Cougars get it back. Kometz to Jet Lajoie, right wing. Lajoie back in front. Loose in front of the goal. Cougars jamming away. Loose and behind the goal now. And it comes down the middle. Cougars hold the line. Carson Carls to Zemer. He shoots. That's blocked. Gets it again. He scores. Cohen Zemer ties the game at 3 with 26 seconds to go in the third period. On their last breath, the Cougar 20-year-old ties this game. Wow! In the final seconds, 26 seconds to go. Zemer, his first shot blocked, his second chance, makes zero mistake. His team leading 21st of the year has this game tied. Wow! Stu Barnes now a discussion with the referee. Not sure what it could be, but Cohen Zemer. Boy, what a huge goal. Stu Barnes still not a fan with Jackson Kazari right now. They continue to have words back and forth. Cohen Zemer, 6 on 5. On their last breath, they tie this game. Has a puck chipped ahead, back to center. Smith the play to the Cougar zone. 20 seconds to go here in the third. Puck now loose up the left wing side. Foster pins it up against the boards. Cougars trying to get this game to overtime. Puck's flipped high out of the air. This may be a penalty. This might be a delay of game. It is. No, they're saying it's tipped. No penalty. Cougars May get a break here. No penalty call to hit a stick on its way out. 11 seconds to go here in the third period. 11 seconds. Shots rate 29-26. The tension builds here in Kennewick. Face off to Ravensburgen's blocker side. Bit of a discussion as Tri-City will make a late change. Here we go. Off the face-off, Kometz gets there. He'll play it behind the goal. 7 seconds to go. Lajoie wedges it out of his own zone. This game, too good for 60 minutes. We head to overtime here in Kennewick in a tremendous hockey game as the Cougars will at least get a point, but they want to, obviously, to try and get a big victory here tonight. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Overtime coming up next on Wednesday night in the Dub and also on 94.3 The Goat.
Northwest Window and Door, your energy renovation specialists. Canco Petroleum, your one-stop neighborhood store for gas and snacks. Here's Cole Walker.
Are you having fun yet, everybody? Welcome back inside the Toyota Center in Kennewick. The Prince George Cougars erased a 3-1 deficit in the third period. Power play goal, Lee Shurgott. Tying goal, Cohen Zemer with 26 seconds remaining in the third at 6-on-5. As we now head to OT. Cougars in overtime this year are 1-3. Tri-City in overtime, they're 6-2. Yeah, they've been in overtime 9 times. A shootout in there as well. Cohen Zemer has the lone overtime winner that came back on November the 9th. On Sunday at the Community Heroes Weekend, had an OT winner. Does he have another one in him? Wednesday night, the Dub has lived up to the billing here tonight. We're ready to go for third period action. Zemer, Ballas, Carls will start for Prince George. Tri-City trying to see who they'll start. Garland, Wynot, and Zemlak ready to go for overtime. OT in Kennewick starts right now. Off we go. Cougars do win the faceoff. It's Carson Carls up to Vallis. He will go to Carls in his own zone. Carls back behind his own net will slow it down. Carls, a teddy bear goal scorer from Saturday night, will leave it for Vallis. Vallis up the right wing, has some speed, has some space, he takes it. Here he comes, Boria Vallis to win the game. Back in front, just missed Carls. Here's Zemer now left circle. Carls to Vallis. Vallis, Carls right circle. Carls holds on with it. Now he'll leave it to Boria Vallis. Boria Vallis right circle, hold, shoot, glove save. Lucas Mateka, face off inside the Tri-City zone. Last time these two teams met in overtime, December 9th, 2022. Nearly exactly 2 years ago. Remember Tyson Greenway, he was the overtime winner here. It was at the Toyota Center in Kennewick. Cougars are 4-3 all time against Tri-City and OT, dating back to the internet era. Back in 96, Cougars win the faceoff in the offensive zone. Kometz to Lee, Shurgott. Shurgott back to Kometz at the left point. Here's Kometz, spins off of Jordan Gavin. Kometz still in the offensive zone, leaves it for Parascak. Parascak up the left wing side. Parascak, nice move to the goal, blocked by Sloan. Shurgott, though, still holds on to possession now. Lee Shurgott mishandled it, taken away by Smith. He'll go back into his own zone. Puck kind of skipped on Shurgott as He's pretty beat up here in this third period. Sloan loses the stick, gets it back as Smith now will drop it off for Jordan Gavin. Gavin tries to spring it ahead to Smith. He'll beat out the icing call. He gets to it first. Smith now behind the Cougar goal to the left wing. Smith on the left wing, pressure there by Parascak. Parascak gets it in his feet and now tries to drop in the middle to Kometz. He lost the handle. Gavin picks it up. We're a minute and a half gone here in OT. Gavin up the right wing to Jake Sloan. Sloan to Gavin. Fires blocked by the stick of Parascak. And the puck goes out of play. Nice job from Terik to get his stick in the lane. Current Cougars who have OT winners in their WHL career. Cohen Ziemer, Riley Height, and Bauer Dumansky. Ziemer, the lone that won this year. He has 2 OT winners in his Cougar career. Most OT winners in Cougar history. Ever heard of Chase Wheatcroft that came in 1 season? Here's Wynot, left wing circle. He has the puck, doesn't like what he sees. He'll go back into his own zone. Wynot spins off of a Cougar once again. Wynot will leave it to Gavin Garland. He's had a tremendous year. Leads the Americans in goals. And he goes to Wynot. He shoots. Great save, Ravensburgen. And the puck goes out of play. Josh Ravensburgen stone cold as he makes a great blocker save with 3:03 to go in OT. Ziemer, Dumansky, Vallis, the 3 Cougar skaters right now. We'll have another face-off back inside the Prince George zone. Garland, Ziemer in the face-off circle. Discussion going on in the face-off circle now. Cougars win the face-off. Here's Dumansky back behind his own goal. He'll slow things down. 3 to go here in OT. Dumansky holds on and will skate it out of his own zone. Dumansky holds on to it now, goes ahead to Cohen Ziemer. Ziemer, the tying goal scorer with 26 seconds left, has the puck behind the Tri-City goal. Ziemer still holds on, trying to make a pass. It's broken up by the Americans. They have a 2-on-1. Vallis trying to hurry back. Gavin up the left wing with Zemlak. Gavin trying to go to the goal, and it's to Garland. Oh, what a save from Ravensburgen with the left pad. My goodness. The Burger stands tall, keeps this game tied. Josh Ravensburgen dialed in here tonight, makes another big save to keep this game 3-3. Parascak, Carls, Shergott back out there here for the Cougars. Face off to the glove side of Ravensburgen. Face off will be taken by the Cougars. Parascak right wing pressured by Sloan, but now Shergott picks it up. He'll go back into his own zone and leave it to Carls. Carson Carls to Shergott. Lee Shergott now goes back behind his own net. He will skate it up the right wing and leave it to Carls. Carls up the left wing into the offensive zone. Carls has speed. Carls holds, wraps around the goal, still has it. Carls fan on a pass, trying to get it back. Here is Tri-City, they will. Here's Curran up with Jackson Smith. 2-on-1 to win the game. Curran holds to Jackson Smith. Stopped by Ravensburgen. Another big save as he comes across and makes another great save. Goodness gracious. Joshua. 1:55 to go in overtime. Josh Ravensburgen standing on his head here in OT. Now we got a discussion between the referees. Stu Barnes trying to direct traffic here of who he wants on the ice. And we're ready to go. What a game here tonight in Kennewick. It's had everything. Face-off will be collected by Prince George as William Kometz goes behind his own goal. 1:50 remains in overtime. Kometz up the right wing to Parascak. Shergott trying to get on his high horse here. Here comes Parascak. Nice move, but he got poked at and brings the puck back to neutral ice. Parascak directing traffic. Has the puck. What a move up the right wing into the attacking zone. Parascak left wing circle. Spins off a check. Goes to Kometz. He doesn't like what he sees. And goes back to neutral ice. 1:26 remains here in OT. Here comes Kometz out of his own zone. Finds Shergott. Shergott into the Tri-City zone. Holds on with Lee. Shergott with it. He shoots. Stop. Rebound. Kometz put it over top of the goal. And the puck goes out of play. I'm not sure if Mateka got a piece on that second opportunity or not. And the face-off again will come into the offensive zone for Prince George. Vallis, Zemer, Dumansky. Does Big Game Bauer have another game winner in his pocket? Cougars are asking, I think, for the face-off to come in the other circle. Not sure. Nonetheless, they win the face-off. It's Dumansky with the midpoint. Bauer, Dumansky goes to Vallis. Vallis now spins off of a American, still holds on to it. Boria Vallis still with it, tries to go behind the goal, pass Wynot, still holds on to it. Here's Vallis, ropes it around, great save. Zemer can hammer home the rebound as he was unable to corral it. Zemer will skate back to center. We're inside the final minute of overtime. Here's Dumansky up the left wing, surveys the scene, and will go to Vallis. Vallis into the Tri-City zone. Vallis right wing, shoots, stopped by Mateka, and back come the Americans. Up the left wing they come. It's Brandon Wynot. He'll go to Garland. Garland cuts in the middle. He's pressured. Cougars take it away, and the puck taken back by Prince George. They have numbers. Dumansky to center, to Zemer left wing. Here, Zemer holds, shoots. That's stopped by Mateka. Zemer gets it back left wing over the goal line, trying to kick it ahead. He will. Zemer to Dumansky. Goes to Parascak, who jumps on the ice. Parascak, right wing circle, holds on to it in the offensive zone. 10 seconds left in overtime. Parascak powers to the goal. Spins, holds, waits. Dumansky off the side of the goal. Parascak trying to slide it home. And it's loose on the right wing. And Tri-City takes it. We're going to a shootout at the Toyota Center here in Kennewick. Wow, what an overtime. What chances on both ends as we head to a shootout here tonight. First time these teams have gone to a shootout since October 24th, 2018. Let's take a breather, shall we? Shootout coming up next on Wednesday night in the dub on YouTube and CHL TV and 94.3 The GOAT. All right, welcome back here, everybody, inside the Toyota Center as the Cougars and Tri-City Americans in an absolute thriller here tonight. We'll head to a shootout. Cougars have yet to win a shootout this season. They're 0-2. Let's see what they can do here in a shootout, though, as the Americans have been, this is their second shootout of the season. They're 1-0. And the Zamboni out. It's been a great hockey game. It really has on both ends. You know, we talked about on numerous occasions here throughout this hockey game. Just the when you look at the matchup and the head-to-head, it's so tight. And it feels like rightfully so. We're headed to a shootout here tonight. Cougars who have taken penalty or shootout attempts this year have been Zemer, Vallis, Lang, Parascak, Carls, LaJoie, and Kometz. Zemer and Vallis have the two players who have taken shootout attempts this year. They're the only ones who have scored. Zemer in his career is 4 for 10. Vallis is 2 for 9. So you got to think Zemer will get in there. Tri-City, you think Garland, you think Wynot, you think Jackson Smith. A lot of great options. Maybe Mark Lamb, maybe he digs deeper there into the... Does he go deeper on the bench? Does he put out a different player to get an opportunity. We've seen that before. Arseniy Anisimov has had some sneaky looks offensively in practice. Lots of options. We'll see. See if Prince George can get a win here tonight. Tri-City obviously has other ideas. Cougars will either get 2 points tonight or 1. You obviously want to get the 2 points, but a character way to battle back here tonight. You go down 2 in the third period. You find 2 you find 2 goals in the third. You dig deep. Lee Sure got at 9:33. And then what can you say about Cohen Zemer at 19:33? Exactly 10 minutes afterward. Zemer leads all Cougars in goals this season now with 21 as he continues to close in on Chase Watala's all-time record. Zemer's now at 112 goals. Watala at 120. We're ready to go here for a shootout. Zemer's goal is assisted by Kirsten Carls, by the way, that came at 6 on 5. No secondary assist there. And we're ready for a shootout. Boria Vallis shoots first for the Cougars, 2 for 9 in his career, 0 for 2 this season. Right-handed shots, had a tremendous season thus far, entering tonight with 39 points that led all Cougars. He'll go against Lucas Mateka. Here we go. Whistle sounds, and here comes Vallis. He will take it up the left wing here on Mateka. Vallis real slow here up on Mateka. Vallis slowly in. Vallis holds, waits, shoots, stopped by Mateka. Vallis trying to do the Evgeny Kuznetsov stick handling there on Mateka, but he makes a save. Tri-City are going to go with their hot hand here, and Brandon Wynot. Can he put Tri-City ahead? Up the right wing it comes. Wynot in on Ravensburgen. Wynot holds, shoots, stopped by the glove of Josh Ravensburgen. 0-0 through 1. Cougars go to their top shootout man on their roster. That's Cohen Zemer. 4 for 10 in his career, 1 for 2 this season. He tied the game in the final 30 seconds. And here he comes in on Mateka. Zemer, right-handed shot in on Mateka. Zemer now cuts in the middle on Mateka. Nice move, but an even better save from Mateka. Zemer, a good fake. But Mateka kind of jumped at it, but was able to regather himself and make the stop. Tri-City will go with Max Curran. Left-handed shot. Curran has 7 goals this season. Draft pick of the Colorado Avalanche. Up the right wing on Ravensburgen. Curran holds, waits, holds, forehand. Great save, Ravensburgen. We're 0-0 through 2. Who jumps on now? None other than Terik Parascak. Parascak is 0 for 2 this season and 0 for 2 in his career. Can he break the goose egg? Has a goal tonight. Has an assist tonight. Here he comes up the left wing on Mateka. He'll cut his way in. Parascak holds, waits, and it's stopped by Mateka. Trying to go 5-hole now. An American goal could win it. They're going with Gavin Garland, the super rookie this season for Tri-City. A chance to give the Americans the extra point here, but can Ravensburgen shut the door again? Garland up the left wing on Ravensburgen. Gavin Garland stopped by Ravensburgen. We stay scoreless in the shootout through 3 shooters. Who goes next for Prince George? Jet Lajoie jumps off. He gets the call from Mark Lamb. Let's see what Jet can do here for the Cougars. Here he comes, Jet Lajoie, draft-eligible forward, has speed up here on Mateka, cuts up the middle, loses the puck, gets it back, Lajoie scores! Jet Lajoie puts it by Mateka, and a save by Ravensburgen can win it. Lajoie lost it for a moment, gets it back, and then a wrister goes by Mateka. Jordan Gavin, can he extend the shootout? Here he comes. Gavin up the left wing on Josh Ravensburgen. Gavin in, holds, stopped by Ravensburgen, and the Cougars with a Wednesday night dub in the dub, and they win it 4-3 in a shootout. What a victory for Prince George! What a character win from this group as they find a way and get a huge 2 points to kickstart this lengthy road trip. And Josh Ravensbergen, boy, what an overtime and shootout from him to help the Cougars to a huge victory tonight. You could tell by his emotion as the Cougars find a way tonight and win it 4-3 in a shootout. What a night, everybody. What a game here in Kennewick. We'll take a timeout. Post-game show coming up next on 94.3 The GOAT.